Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from the Palatial Studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And a happy Monday morning to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
This does not strike me as a sexy romantic time, but okay.
Well, it's not really a sexy romantic time, but we're here for you.
Shut up and take my money.
All right, I'll take your money any day of the week.
Some people just don't know when they're not wanted.
Well, I know when I'm not wanted, and I know when I am wanted, so I can tell tit for tat, that's for sure. Anyway, welcome into the program. The time now is officially 6:07. Mr. Clock, would you please certify that?
It's now 6:07 a.m.
That's right, 6:07 a.m. We are back in the saddle. It is a Monday morning. Good morning, Miss Bonnie, and how are yours?
Oh, I can't complain. I can't complain at all. You know, just kind of a typical Monday morning and with a busy day ahead of me, but you can expect surprises, but you can take care of surprises, and things are taken care of.
Speaking of surprises, we had a great little surprise dinner. Well, not a surprise dinner, but it was a great little dinner last night we had for Gavin. We had about, 17 people showed up.
Oh.
Went to Benihana's.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun.
Was Gavin surprised? Did you leave it a surprise for him?
Well, no, he knew everybody was going to be there. So we had all my kids were together in one place, which is very rare that happens. Very rare that ever happens. So I cherish the moments. And then after dinner, I excused myself, and I went out to the truck, and I got Gavin's guitar that we were giving him for his birthday.
Yeah.
So I've got all the audio from it and the video. So I'm gonna turn it this way so you can see a little bit, and I'm gonna play this, and you'll hear me singing and strumming the guitar.
Very nice.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
All right, so here it goes. And my friend introduced me. So he introduces me as Garth Brooks. So that's Russ up there speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here, all the way from Nashville. Garth Evan Brooks. And here I come in. Happy birthday to you. There's Gavin right there.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. He was like totally shocked.
Oh, that's
your birthday present.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see I walk around and then I hand him his guitar. It ended there, but I handed him his guitar and he was just like he was in total like awe that
Evan,
he got
that's
a guitar.
Perfect. You can just tell by the look showing on his fresh face right there.
Yeah.
And he does have a fresh face, by the way, just turning 18 and all.
Yeah.
A young man coming of the world.
Yeah, well, his sister said to him, well, now it's big time. You don't go to the little boy's house. If you get in trouble, you go to the big boy house now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Does that mean his sister's house? You're
No.
going to go to the sister's
No,
house
that's
and she'll
jail.
take care of him?
That's talking about jail.
Oh, I thought your daughter was talking about Gavin coming over to
no.
her house.
No, she meant it in police terminology.
Oh.
Like when you're under 18, you go to the little boy's house.
No, we can never expect a big boy's house for Gavin.
No,
he'll
definitely
stay
not.
He'll stay at Dad's house for a while.
Yeah, he'll be home. He's not going to go in any big boy house anytime soon.
Wow, you had a lot of people there.
Yeah, we had a great time.
And who footed the bill yesterday?
Well, it was a combination of everybody kind of paid their own way. I took care of my wife's, and I took care of Gavin's, and I took care of Gavin's girlfriend's dinner, Angie, and then my daughter took care of herself. I met my son Dylan's girlfriend for the first time. Oh, my gosh. She is drop-dead gorgeous.
Oh, boy.
She's a professional model.
Yeah.
And she is just incredible. My grandson was there. My other son. Just all my kids were there. My in-laws were there. My daughter-in-law's parents were there. It was just a great time.
It was a nice
great
time when
my
you
bonus
can-
daughter was there as well with her son.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
When you get the family together, that is a good time. And
Yeah.
then that's the time you go to the restaurant saying, gee, we should get together more often.
Yeah.
And we should do this more often.
It's hard, though. It's so hard because everybody has their own lives, and everybody lives so far away. Like Dylan lives in Miami. Darren lives close to me. Haley lives in West Palm Beach. Gavin lives under my roof. So, it's just hard to get everybody together, but when you do, it's really special.
Lives get busy, and
Yeah.
it is hard to get a whole family together. I guess.
That's for damn sure.
Was Rachel there last night? I didn't see
she was
Rachel
there.
in the video.
Yeah, she was
That's
there.
just
oh, yeah,
why
she
I
was
asked.
There. We weren't. We didn't sit together. We had 2 tables, so we had 9 at one table and 8 at another table. And Rachel sat with my in-laws and Hope and Ray and Darren, Delilah, and the baby, and then I got not stuck, but I sat with let me see, it was Haley, Mark, Gavin, Angie, Dylan, his girlfriend, one of my best friend Russ, and he's my business partner for my entertainment company, and then myself.
I bet you had to fill 2 hot tables for sure, or
Yeah.
did they have?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We had 2 tables. 2 different chefs. It was definitely a different experience going there compared to the other place that we go to for hibachi. So it was to me personally, this is just me. It was just a night and day experience.
Yeah.
If the other place would have taken reservations, we would have went there.
Understandably.
But
yeah.
we had to go where reservations were acceptable for 17 people.
Sometimes it's not like one place is better than the other. Sometimes we, Gary and I too, just get a little lazy where, we want to go to the place that's closest.
Yeah.
We don't want to have to drive too far.
Yeah.
But we have gone out to the Benihanas several times in the past. I think etched in my memory, the most people that I remember being with there was some years ago when we went to an event for his work company.
Right.
And they had like almost the entire staff and work crew there that took, several tables.
Right. Yeah, we took 2 tables. When I came in strumming the guitar, everybody was like staring at me, so I was like really nervous.
You were nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous because
really
I wanted to nail it. My voice cracked.
No, it sounded
it did.
fine.
No, my voice cracked on the first note when I said happy birthday. It just cracked, and I was like, oh, man.
So I guess you guys weren't home last night watching the Country Music Awards when you made some country music of your own.
No.
And that's okay.
No.
I didn't tune into the awards show either. Sometimes I do. But, I didn't even check what was on in the listings last night, and I forgot that they were on.
Yeah, it was on. I heard it was a great show. It
Yeah.
was a stellar show.
Sometimes
I think Luke Bryan won an award or something like that for Entertainer of the Year, if I'm not mistaken.
Sometimes I do take a look. I don't watch an entire award show, but usually I'll try to at least watch the first half hour or so, 45 minutes, just to see what it's all about.
Yeah. How was your weekend, by the way? What'd you do?
I cleaned out. We got our refrigerator number 2 repaired by. Oh, who's that great company that we use?
You have that service agreement. I remember you mentioned it before.
They came
and
out.
I can't remember the name of it.
They came out. They came out with the part. It's fixed, but as upon the refrigerator standing still.
Oh no!
It was like standing still with filth and mold got in my refrigerator.
Oh no!
So I spent my Saturday.
Please tell me you didn't leave the door shut while it was turned off.
We might have. I think we might have done that. So there was some mold in there, but
Okay.
I got bleach is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you got to say thank goodness for bleach.
Yeah.
Mixed it with some water and washed out the refrigerator. While watching the royal funeral.
Oh, the royal funeral,
on
yeah. All eyes
Saturday.
were on TV.
Yeah, I had ABC News on, and they had the whole thing, and boy, it's just it was a beautiful
All
April
the pomp
day.
and circumstance that goes behind all that. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It's really a spectacular thing when the royal family and everybody involved puts an event together.
Yeah.
And then seeing, the Queen coming in like I did, and kind of like her being all alone, at the ceremony with really no one around to hug her because of COVID and everything.
Right.
Woo, it was sad, but it was heartfelt.
Yeah.
And the same token, I think it kind of looked good for the royal family. The way they.
I know there's a lot of tension between the royal family going on right now.
Yeah.
A lot of tension.
But even at the end, you could see Kate Middleton and Prince William, the older brother, and Harry walking together at the end and conversing with one another.
Oh,
so
that
was nice.
That was nice.
And I think Kate was the first one to start talking to Harry, according to reports.
Oh, okay.
Not that it totally matters, but it was just kind of like nice to see.
That's for sure.
And you wanted to be an earpiece and hear what they were saying.
How about a fly on the wall?
Yes.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll definitely work. So you clean out the fridge.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
That was your project, all the mold, the nasty mold.
Yeah, but now it looks really nice, and it's like having a brand new refrigerator.
Now, is it a side-by-side, or is it the freezer's up top and the fridge is on the bottom?
Side-by-side.
Side-by-side.
Yeah.
Those are always the nicest ones.
Yeah.
Do you have the little water spigot in there that you can push the glass in and it gives you water or ice? Or
that one's
stuff
on our
like
other
that?
one.
Oh, okay.
We have that on the white one that just got fixed, but I don't think it's working.
Now, the one that had the mold, that's the one that was out, and that's your spare fridge.
Spare.
And that's where you put all your secret stash,
Yeah,
so to speak.
It really
out in the
goes
garage.
good on holidays, like when you have a whole lot of leftovers and where to put stuff and.
Or if you want to stock up on water, or beverages, or juice or whatnot, or
stock up on the meats too from like BJ's Wholesale,
or that occasional beer. Every now and then, got to have the cold brewski every now and then.
I think some people in their man cave have a whole refrigerator just for beer.
Yeah.
I know Gary
by the
would
way,
like that.
Speaking of refrigerators, I texted Carol over the weekend.
Okay.
And I said, hey, do you mind if I purchase a small fridge and bring it in here for Bonnie and myself to keep a stock of beverages in the studio should her and I get thirsty or something like that. And I got the blessing.
She was all for it, right?
Yeah, I got the blessing. She said there used to be one here, and they used to keep it out in the lobby area somewhere underneath.
Not to my memory, but maybe before I came.
I don't know, but you know what? I'm just going to put it right back there where that box of pens is, like right there by the chair, and I'm going to put a nice big sign on it that says Evan and Bonnie's fridge, do not touch inside. If it don't belong to you, don't touch it.
Oh.
So this way, like
Okay.
if we ever have like a guest or, somebody come in studio and they ask, hey, do you have a water or something like that?
Which happens time to time.
It does happen every now and then. We can oblige them with a bottle of water.
You bet.
We want to be hospitable to our guests. I mean, after all, we do have a palatial studio, so we want to make sure that we furnish palatial drinks.
Maybe if you're a runner, you can run right in and we might have a Gatorade.
Yeah, I mean, and anything's possible. We'll give you a drink off the street.
Yeah.
Why not? We have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
We usually don't have coffee made here in the morning, but like I bring mine in, and Evan doesn't drink coffee.
Right.
So sometimes I think it might be good to have some coffee percolating.
That's another thing.
Might not be bad.
Maybe bring a little coffee make. Well, there's a Keurig out there, but that Keurig has not been touched or used in a year.
I think
so I don't know what's crawling in there.
Maybe some vinegar we could run through it, and
I don't know.
Cleanse it with some.
That's not my specialty.
Vinegar.
Maybe I'll go buy a $19.95 Mr. Coffee pot and just bring it in here with some coffee and some filters. And this way we can have fresh coffee. If somebody comes here, we can brew some coffee for them. So, we have to live up to standards here. We have high standards on this morning show.
Nothing like fresh, clean, nice, and new sometimes.
Now, I love the smell of coffee.
I know.
So, I may just brew some coffee just to...
Oh, yeah.
And enjoy that smell in the morning.
Does the smell of coffee now, does it alert you? Does it wake you up a little bit?
No, it doesn't wake me up, but I love the smell of fresh brewed coffee. But can I drink it? Oh, heck no. To me, it's just, I call it mud in a cup. No disrespect.
Not even if you put a little cream or hazelnut cream in there?
I tried having a little coffee with my milk.
Yeah.
And just the hint. But now what's really strange, though, is I can drink Kahlua and cream, which is a coffee-based liqueur.
Oh, but see, that's like a treat.
Yeah.
That's almost like a delicious dessert.
Yeah. So maybe I'll bring a bottle of Kahlua in here and kind of keep it in the fridge. And if somebody wants to have a nice little adult beverage in the morning with us, we can pour them a little Kahlua and a little, little milk, and we'll have an adult beverage on the air.
You know what I discovered? An adult beverage that's really good, too, and like dessert? I discovered chocolate wine.
chocolate wine.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's wine
Okay.
that's all chocolatey, and
Oh.
some of them they make the wine with some of the finest
Okay.
chocolate too.
I know the wife likes Bailey's. She's a big fan of Bailey's.
I like it too.
Yeah,
That's neat.
she'll drink Bailey's like it's going out of style.
And rum chata.
That's another good one. 6:22. No, we are not alcoholics. Don't worry, folks. 6:22 on a Monday morning. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. A proposal has caused quite a stir among the residents of Indiantown. WPTV's Josh Navarro has the story.
Fire and rescue came to my house. I had a hazardous condition, and they responded within so many minutes.
Howard Lyndon Brown still has his home after it was saved by Martin County Fire Rescue. He was one of the dozens of people who voiced their concerns about the village's proposal of breaking ties with the county.
If you look around at the ages of Indiantown people, who's going to volunteer? Who's going to buy the fire truck? Who's going to do all that cost? I mean, last Sunday we didn't have water. There are pressing problems, and now you're trying to reinvent the wheel by creating a fire station?
John Pasquale, a former volunteer firefighter, says it does not make sense for the village to have a volunteer-based fire and rescue department.
My boss, he or she isn't going to say, oh, just don't do your job to run and put out a fire. You're going to need to man you're going to have to pay people for the day and then at night, too. I mean, how are you going to get all these people?
Indiantown Council members Susan Gibbs-Thomas and Martin County Commissioner Harold Jenkins co-hosted the event. Gibbs-Thomas says while it appears the proposal would save money, it may be best to stay the course.
If you look at the things that are not included, which it says right here, you have limited backup resources, which would be an extra cost. Then inspection and 911 dispatch is not included, so that's an extra cost. And I'm sure that there's a few other extra costs that we're not aware of. It's those many moving parts.
There were talks about having this proposal put on the November ballot, but it will need the support of 3 council members to make it happen. So far, it only has 1. In Indiantown, I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
The Southern Kingfish Association completed its 2019-2020 National Championship Fishing Tournament April 16 and 17 at Causeway Cove Marina in Fort Pierce. A fleet of 116 fishing teams traveled from as far away as North Carolina and Texas to compete in the affair, the organization's first national championship tournament since 2018, in part due to COVID-19 safety protocols. Most of the teams spent anywhere from 3 to 5 days in the Sunrise City, helping provide an economic bump for hotels, restaurants, bait sellers, marinas, grocery stores, and gas stations. A longtime South Florida nurse accused of making videos threatening Vice President Kamala Harris's life has been arrested on federal charges. Nivian Pettit Phelps of Miami Gardens was arrested following an investigation by the U.S. Secret Service. The 39-year-old, who has worked for Jackson Health System since 2001, faces charges of threats against the vice president, according to a criminal complaint. A World War II airplane taking part in the Cocoa Beach Air Show made an emergency landing in the ocean near Patrick Space Force Base beaches Saturday afternoon. No one was injured, emergency officials said. A video posted to Twitter showed the single-engine TBM Avenger making a soft landing in the shallow water south of Cocoa Beach. In the footage, the plane descends low in a controlled fashion before coming to a skid-in halt in the ocean, sending up spray and foam. Well, lastly, a big dog saves a life. A big dog recently saved a little dog from drowning in a pool in South Africa. The owners were gone when their tiny Pomeranian fell into their pool and couldn't get out. But their other dog, a 7-year-old bull terrier, spent 34 minutes trying to rescue him and finally pulled the little dog out with her teeth. The NBA has instructed teams to be vigilant about the impact of a potential verdict this week in the Derek Chauvin trial for the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, including the possibility of game postponements. The looming specter of possible protests, civil unrest, and team reactions in the aftermath of a verdict has the league office preparing for the prospect that a night or two of league games could be postponed this week. Closing arguments are expected today in the case against Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer who faces charges of second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter in Floyd's death after he held his knee on Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes in May of 2020. News time 6:27. Weather and traffic together will be next.
So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers. Se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
6:28 right now, the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. It is all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
We are not finding any accidents to report on this Monday morning, so roads are looking fine, excellent so far. And if you see something, say something too. Give us a call at 220-9788, your latest look at traffic. Partly cloudy, it's 74 in Port St. Lucie. In Canterbury, England, 47. Here's our weather at WPTV.
It's a mild and muggy start to the morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the low to mid-70s with some showers possible for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the mid-80s, scattered showers and storms possible as a front moves across central Florida. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. Overnight tonight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy skies and some isolated showers and storms possible. Tomorrow through Wednesday, that unsettled weather pattern continues. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers and some isolated severe storms possible as a front stalls out across the area.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Denny Artachi, host of the Today with Denny show, where we talk about financial and healthy well-being from a common sense perspective. This is a show where we cover what's on your mind, like local, world, and entertainment news. So tune in, have fun, share your story Thursday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. on WSTU 1450 AM radio.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Florida real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured listings, and a featured community each week. That's My Dream Home radio show, Mondays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU, or listen on Alexa, Google Home, or on the TuneIn app.
This is WSTU Stewart, your Treasure Coast home of the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Time now is 6:31 on the Get Up and Go show. Let's do some viral videos. All right, so there's a woman out here who, let me find it here. Her name is Joy Chapman, Bonnie, and she recently broke a Guinness record for hitting the lowest note by a female. It's the musical note C1, and it registers at 33.57 kilohertz. It's the lowest C note on a standard piano.
Is this going to be the kind of note that once upon hearing it, we're going to feel just calm and total zen? Because usually those low notes make me feel that way.
I don't know. Let's listen. Here she is.
Hi, I'm Joy Chapman. I'm 52 years old from Surrey, BC, Canada. I'm a singer, songwriter, tribute artist, and I'm about to attempt the Guinness World Record for the lowest female note.
La 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 la.
Sounds like she's got bodily language functions going on there or something.
Right here, we're seeing the C1.
They saw it.
33.57 hertz.
Oh, there you go.
I guess.
Congratulations.
Yay.
She did it.
You know, that didn't make me feel zen at all, Evan. It made me feel eerie.
I didn't. I just, you know, I didn't want to spoil the thunder of it when you said it's going to make you feel zen. I'm like, all right, let me just let it play and let Bonnie do her zenly thing.
It sounded more like somebody more possessed than
it sounded like a flippin' demon.
Yeah, it did. I did not like, but I'm glad she could hit the note. And
I think she hit something else besides the note there. I think she had like a demon inside of her. She was possessed. I mean, when she was like. I mean, tell me she doesn't sound possessed.
I wonder if she has done that, like if she's gone out on a date.
Sounds like she's got some bad gas going on.
Could you imagine being like on a date with her, Evan, and you're staring at her across the table, and all of a sudden,
or better yet, you're on a hot date and you're in the heat of the moment and you're about to move in for the big kiss, and all of a sudden.
She probably can hit that note lower than you can.
Oof.
Maybe more so than any guy can. I don't know. There is that guy from the Statler Brothers who can hit a very nice low note. I like it when he does it.
That was crazy.
That one made me feel eerie.
Yeah. There's another viral video out here that's a woman posted video of herself buying a rubber chicken for somebody named Nelson. And then it cuts to her in her yard squeezing the chicken to make the chicken squawk.
Oh.
And we see that Nelson is actually a donkey.
Oh.
Yeah, she bought a chicken for a donkey.
Yeah. I'm here at my local Tractor Supply because someone suggests I buy Nelson a rubber chicken. So here we go.
She buys a rubber chicken. There she is. There it is. That's as bad as that lady with the note. I don't know what's worse, the damn chicken or the note. Checks out.
Incredible.
Oh my God, the donkey went nuts.
Nelson liked it.
Nelson liked it.
Nelson likes it. Nelson
Oh my
likes
gosh.
likes
That was great.
rubber
I
chickens.
did not preview that video, so I did not know what it was going to do.
Oh.
I had no idea. As long as it doesn't say warning, profanity or something like that. Normally, I preview most of these videos, so I'm like, all right, what do I have to lose? I'm just going to play this one like cold turkey.
Right.
So, and see what happens.
You might be safe with a rubber chicken and a donkey. Usually you don't hear profanity from them.
Yeah, well, you won't hear profanity from a donkey, that's for sure.
Because they're not jackasses.
Thank you very much. Exactly. You hit that right on the head. You did. You nailed that right on the head. Exactly. Oh my gosh, where am I going here? I just talking about a jackass just really just threw me for a loop there. Did you know that around 48% of us have set the smoke alarm off while cooking? Now, have you ever done that, Bonnie, when you're cooking at home with Gary and the smoke alarm just starts going beep, beep, beep,
Oh,
beep?
yeah.
You ever done that?
Yeah, you got that one alarm that will just be sensed off by anything, too.
Right.
And then you got to take your towel and
Right.
wave
Or
it
you got to
under
get
the
up on
alarm.
a ladder and push the button or reset the damn thing.
Yeah.
Which is awful.
Oh.
Now, have you ever had, and here's another thing. This is something that irks me. I'll go to somebody's house, and every so often I'll hear beep. And then like 20 seconds later, beep. And another 20 seconds later, beep.
And you're at their house, so they probably don't even notice it anymore.
Right. And my first reaction to them will be, do me a favor, please change the damn battery in your smoke detector.
Yeah.
Because that's what that beep is. And they'll be like, what beep? I don't hear anything, because they've gotten immune to it.
They get so used to it.
They have
that-
no idea that it's beeping.
Yeah.
My neighbors across the street for almost a solid year, every time she'd open her front door,
Yes.
I would hear it across the street. The beep.
And all she needs is a simple step ladder and a brand new battery
I
and,
even
and a little
brought her.
screwdriver.
I brought her a damn 9-volt battery.
Oh.
And said, here, change your smoke detector battery.
Yeah.
And it's still, she
A year
didn't change
later,
the damn thing.
It's not
a year
even
later.
changed.
No.
Probably didn't even change it during COVID when
Oh
you're
my
quarantined.
gosh.
What are you doing?
Yes. That is the most annoying sound. The chirp. The smoke detector chirp.
You know, Evan, it's funny you mentioned that people can't even hear the sounds in their own houses
Yes.
anymore. You get used to them. There's something called olfactory.
Mhm.
You know what that's about?
No.
That people, when people's houses smell, they get so used to it. It's
Right.
called olfactory for some reason, and it means they get so used to the scent of their own house they don't even smell that it
Right,
smells.
exactly.
Like people that live in cat litter and too many cats, they
Right.
don't even smell it anymore.
Right, but where opposed to a stranger comes over, they'll walk in and they'll be like, oh my God,
Right
what
away,
happened?
right
Like,
away.
hit you right in the face.
Yeah.
You know, that whole smoke detector battery thing just really irks me.
I know.
That really does.
I know. And then it's sometimes you can have 3 or 4 smoke detectors.
Oh my gosh, and you got chirp here, chirp there, chirp everywhere.
It'll go from detector to detector, or
Yep.
maybe sometime you don't know which one to change.
Yeah, and what's really weird is too, it's hard, is if you have a vaulted ceiling like I have really super high ceilings, and I don't know what the builder was thinking when they built my house 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But they put this damn smoke detector up so high.
Oh gosh.
You have to get a ladder from the fire department
That's
to
crazy.
go all the way up there to change it.
The highest
It's like
part.
20 feet in the air.
Yeah, they definitely wanted it out of sight.
Yeah.
Maybe for sight reasons, or
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's completely ridiculous.
So do you have a ladder that's
No.
tall enough?
No.
So what?
I had to call a friend of mine
Whoa.
to bring a ladder over.
And he brings over his ladder.
Yeah,
and
he
for
brought
ya?
the ladder over.
Yeah.
And then we finally changed the damn battery.
See, friends like that are
Oh,
good.
man, I was mad.
I like to keep in touch with my friend John because he has tools that I use, like
Yeah.
shovels and rakes.
You don't want to tick John off.
No, I
Because then you'll
don't.
have no shovels and rakes anymore.
But, it's really, we're grown-ups, and it's time to go to the Home Depot and buy some for the house.
Now, we've set off the smoke detector before in our home.
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't say me. My wife has. She's put eggs on the stove and boiled eggs and forgot about them.
Yeah.
And then
That'll do it.
I think I left something in the pot once, and I left and came back, and there was like smoke everywhere.
Yeah, I hate that.
Did you know, according to a recent survey, 60% of guys think their phone is the first thing people notice about them. 60%.
Okay.
They think their
so
phone is the
their
first
phone.
thing people notice.
Don't you think with a guy it would be like maybe his shoes?
I don't know.
Usually guys are pretty, for the most part, I've seen guys be particular about dress shoes and the kind of shoes they wear.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Did you know that 33% of people have cried when selling their home?
Yeah.
Have you ever sold your home and you cry when you leave? I'm I'm good riddance.
I think
that's me.
I think if I would sell the home I'm in now, I probably would cry because I have some really good memories there.
Okay.
That it's been a good home. It's kind of the home where I'm not afraid of anything. I don't think there are any ghosts or any evil happening in it.
Oh, if you have ghosts in your house, I'm not coming to visit you. We're going to have to do an exorcism at your house. Did you know that 15% of women have broken up with a guy because they didn't like his mother?
Oh,
because they
really?
did not like his mother.
15%? That's
Yes.
a good percentage going
Do
there.
you know
Yeah.
anybody, any female friends of yours that have ever broke up with a guy because they didn't like his mom?
I do not.
Okay.
I don't know anybody firsthand, or I know I've never done it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I never have, but that doesn't fall in my category because I'm not a woman.
Because any like you in the past, maybe dating her,
Yeah.
and maybe you didn't like her mom.
Yeah. Anybody I ever dated, I got along with their mother and father very well.
That's important,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Did you know that a recent survey from GQ magazine shows that when it comes to shopping, men really do not like shopping for furniture?
Yeah, yeah.
You ever gone shopping for furniture and you drag Gary along?
Oh, usually he drags me along, and
Yeah.
he's the one that pulls my arm and says,
Really?
let's go
Okay.
do this.
See, I don't have a
Yeah.
problem going shopping for furniture. I like going shopping for furniture.
And it's nice when that moving truck or the truck from Rooms to Go or City Furniture comes in and
Yeah, they pull up and you know you're getting new stuff.
new furniture.
Yeah.
That's always, it's like Christmas.
Did you know 56% of us say we miss our coworkers when we are on vacation?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You think about the coworkers, and
Yeah.
especially if you take one that's too long.
Mhm.
Of course, what's the longest vacation you've ever took away?
I've taken just a week. I always just go for a week at a time.
Me too. I
don't like to take 2 weeks.
It's always been a week
Yeah,
for
I mean,
me.
when Rachel and I went on a cruise a couple of years ago, it was a 7-day cruise. And after like the 4th or 5th day, we were ready to go home.
Ready to come.
Yeah, we were ready to get off the boat. We
Yeah.
were done. We'd had enough.
Yeah.
Did you know that a study found that you don't hit your peak with self-esteem until you're at least 60 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't hit your peak with your self-esteem until you're 60 years old. And lastly, did you know that parents, on average, spend about $60 a week on a babysitter? $60 a week on a babysitter.
60.
Yes.
Yeah, that the going rate is, probably more than we used to make.
I have no idea what the hourly going rate is.
I think we made like $10 an hour or something.
Did you?
Back in the day.
Wow.
Actually, I come from way old school where it might have been something like $3 or $4 an hour.
Really? Wow. Pay you $3 or $4 to watch my kids from back in the day?
Or
you rip all your hair out.
Or you might have known the people, and sometimes you would just do it for free. Yeah.
That and give them a 6-pack of beer, and they're all good to go.
I know.
Right? That's all you got to do. It is 6:45 on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for news, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. For the best deals in town on any type of precious metals, make sure and go visit our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. A proposal has caused quite a stir among the residents of Indiantown. WPTV's Josh Navarro has the story.
Fire and rescue came to my house. I had a hazardous condition, and they responded within so many minutes.
Howard Lyndon Brown still has his home after it was saved by Martin County Fire Rescue. He was one of the dozens of people who voiced their concerns about the village's proposal of breaking ties with the county.
If you look around at the ages of Indiantown people, who's going to volunteer? Who's going to buy the fire truck? Who's going to do all that cost? I mean, last Sunday we didn't have water. There are pressing problems, and now you're trying to reinvent the wheel by creating a fire station?
John Pasquale, a former volunteer firefighter, says it does not make sense for the village to have a volunteer-based fire and rescue department.
My boss, he or she isn't going to say, oh, just don't do your job to run and put out a fire. You're going to need to man You're going to have to pay people for the day and then at night, too. I mean, how are you going to get all these people?
Indiantown Council members Susan Gibbs-Thomas and Martin County Commissioner Harold Jenkins co-hosted the event. Gibbs-Thomas says while it appears the proposal would save money, it may be best to stay the course.
If you look at the things that are not included, which it says right here, you have limited backup resources, which would be an extra cost. Then inspection and 911 dispatch is not included, so that's an extra cost. And I'm sure that there's a few other extra costs that we're not aware of. It's those many moving parts.
There were talks about having this proposal put on the November ballot, but it will need the support of 3 council members to make it happen. So far, it only has 1. In Indiantown, I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
A longtime South Florida nurse accused of making videos threatening Vice President Kamala Harris's life has been arrested on federal charges. Nivian Pettit Phelps of Miami Gardens was arrested following an investigation by the U.S. Secret Service. The 39-year-old, who has worked for Jackson Health System since 2001, faces charges of threats against the vice president, according to a criminal complaint. Nivian Pettit Phelps of Miami Gardens, arrested by U.S. Secret Service. The 39-year-old, who has worked for Jackson Health System 2001, faces charges of threats against the vice president, according to that criminal complaint. A Vero Beach man was arrested early Sunday morning after a relative told police the man had a bomb he was planning to bring to an airport, according to officials. Michael Ferris, age 39, was taken into custody after police received a call about 7:40 p.m. Saturday reporting a suspected bomb threat on a boat anchored north of Vero Beach Municipal Marina in the Indian River Lagoon, said Officer Darrell Rivers of the Vero Beach Police. City police contacted the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office bomb squad after finding what appeared to be an explosive device on Ferris's backpack while escorting him off his boat. The device, Ferris told officials, was a dummy type of bomb with 2 butane canisters, 1 gallon of water, and wires wrapped in duct tape. He also said he suffered from mental illness and that there was a person inside his head named Rudy who was brainwashing him through LSD and psychotherapy. The relative who reported Ferris said he sent her a video saying he had made the bomb and was going to take it to an airport. Officials did not know what airport he planned to take it to. Ferris was booked into the Indian River County Jail early Sunday without bail on a charge of making, possessing, throwing, projecting, placing, or discharging any destructive device. Lastly, algae at the Port Mayaca lock and dam this week was nearly 3 times more toxic than the minimum level at which the federal government deems it unsafe. Samples taken Monday on the floodgate's west side measured 22 parts per billion of microcystin, a toxin sometimes found in cyanobacteria, more commonly called blue-green algae, according to the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. At 8 parts per billion, microcystin makes water too hazardous to touch, ingest, or inhale for people, pets, and wildlife, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady said Sunday that his knee is recovering well from off-season surgery and that he's hopeful he'll be able to resume his typical training and participate in a mandatory June minicamp if there is one. News time is 6:49. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
6:51 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Here's Bonnie.
Well, the roadways look good on a Monday morning. We're not finding any traffic accidents on US 1. The major highways are not tied up at all at the moment. And there is your latest look at traffic. It's 74 this morning in Stewart, and in Clear Alice Springs, Australia, it's 64. Here's our weather at WPTV.
It's a mild and muggy start to the morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s with some showers possible for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the mid 80s, scattered showers and storms possible as a front moves across central Florida. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. Overnight tonight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy skies and some isolated showers and storms possible. Tomorrow through Wednesday, that unsettled weather pattern continues. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers and some isolated severe storms possible as a front stalls out across the area.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
Here's a quick tip. If you're ever stumped for a business you can trust, the Martin County Business Exchange has more than 70 companies you can count on for good service and fair prices. Whether it's for you, your house, or your office, get online at mcbiz.us. You'll find local businesses you can count on for quality, service, and fair prices. Visit mcbiz.us. Martin County Business Exchange. It's just good business.
Just imagine. Imagine finding a doctor who listens. Imagine a doctor who cares, who takes time to understand you and your lifestyle better. Imagine an entire care team dedicating to helping you live your best life. You don't have to imagine. WellMed is redefining aging with our unique approach to care designed by physicians to help you stay as healthy as possible. Learn more about our recognized model of care at discoverwellmed.com.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
With your vegetable and specialty crop news on the Southeast AgNet, I'm Abby Taylor. Florida farmers may be able to grow hemp in 2020 regardless of approval from the federal government on rule changes. According to a report from the News Service of Florida, Holly Bell, Florida's Director of Cannabis, told the Senate Agriculture Committee on Tuesday that if all goes well, the State Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services permitting for hemp could be available to farmers by the end of the year, with seeds in the ground in the spring. A potential holdup remains in the White House Office of Management and Budget signing off on new U.S. Department of Agriculture hemp cultivation regulations. However, Bell said Florida could follow other states that have allowed farmers to proceed based on an assumption the federal government will approve the new regulations, which clarify changes regarding the definition of hemp separate from federally prohibited marijuana made in a 2018 federal farm bill. According to Bell, several states, including Colorado, Vermont, New York, Kentucky, and Tennessee, have allowed farmers to proceed with hemp production after submitting their state plans months ago and haven't faced federal intervention.
Year in, year out, crop pests and diseases make it tough for Florida citrus growers. It's up to the next generation of growers to protect the state's citrus production legacy. That's why FMC and AgNet Media, the publisher of Citrus Industry Magazine, are supporting students pursuing careers in citrus horticulture with FMC Citrus Ag Production Scholarships. Learn more and apply at citrusindustry.net/caps. That's citrusindustry.net/caps. Welcome to the All In for Citrus podcast. There's a new resource available that brings all of Florida's citrus research together, delivering it right to you on your computer, phone, or tablet. Introducing the All In for Citrus podcast from UF IFAS in partnership with Southeast AgNet. The monthly series spans the Sunshine State with research project updates from the UF IFAS statewide citrus team. Listen to the latest episode by searching All In for Citrus on iTunes, your favorite podcasting application, or at citrusindustry.net.
I'm Abby Taylor for Southeast AgNet.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
From the people who brought you Katie Segal in Rebel.
I am tireless, and quite frankly, I'm exhausting.
And Catherine Winnick in Big Sky.
Telling a woman to relax is never a good idea.
Comes a new show with more catchphrases than ever before.
Ah, a female cop.
Don't call me a cop. Matter of fact, don't call me at all.
If you like shows with clever comebacks, that's all she does.
I like my justice like I like my eggs. Hard-boiled. Or scrambled if I'm short on time.
No other dialogue, just action. Her running around in outfits that appear to be too tight, making clever quips.
Did someone say clever? I guess that puts a bullet in the term dumb blonde.
What kind of cop are you?
Whoops, dropped my badge. Now I'm just Jane Q. Public.
Jane Q. Public premieres tonight on ABC.
Not if I see you first.
Okay, we get it.
Jane Q. Public. There you go.
It makes me want to go home and watch it tonight.
I know,
Evan.
right? Jeez.
It sounds kind of fascinating.
So what's on the slate for today? You're a busy beaver today,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You're going from one to another to another to another.
Yeah. Fortunately, there are some rooms this morning available where I'm working, and I have massage therapy back to back to back.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't your hands ever get tired?
It's going to be 4 hours straight of massage without a
gosh.
break.
Your hands are going to be like this
You
after 4 hours.
It's funny,
I mean,
though-
if you walk in here like this tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'm going to think something's wrong.
You really you get conditioned for it. The first week or two you're doing massage, they
Right.
feel sore. You're supposed to maybe dip them and soak them in some ice water
Mhm.
for relief. After a week or two, it's like you feel nothing, but you have to watch your hands, and you have to make sure you're not using too much of your thumbs when you do massage.
Really?
Because you tend to use your thumbs as a go-to, and there's a saddle joint in your thumb that can
Right.
wear and tear after a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
So you got to take massage therapists have to take care of their bodies too, and respect and use the right body movements.
All right.
Just a
Wow.
little insight on.
That is Massage 101 brought to you by Bonnie Ashley.
You got to take
Okay.
it seriously, and some don't even last 5 years because
Jeez.
of bad body
Really?
mechanics.
Do
Yeah,
they get a lot of arthritis in their hands too?
I'm sure.
Wow. That's not good.
No.
Not good if you're a massage therapist. Notice I didn't say masseuse.
No.
We don't want to
That's
confuse.
so-
That's a whole nother ball
That
game.
is so last night and yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
We are massage therapists.
Exactly. That's why I always refer to you as a massage
Thank
therapist.
you.
You are not a masseuse, and they are not masseurs, as they call them. Anyway, we're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. We'll be right back.
Almost in the jury's hands. I'm Chris Foster of Fox News. Closing arguments are today at the Derek Chauvin murder trial. He's the former Minneapolis police officer accused of killing George Floyd with a knee on his neck during his arrest last Memorial Day.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump says once the jury of 7 women and 5 men weighed the evidence for and against Chauvin, there's just one way he wants this to end.
For him to be held criminally liable for killing George Floyd, because we believe that could be a precedence of finally making America live up to its promise of liberty and justice for all.
Use of force experts called by the defense said during trial police were justified in pinning Floyd down because he was trying to free himself. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Meeting a goal set by President Biden, starting today, coronavirus vaccines are being offered to every American 16 and older.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says over 200 million doses have been administered to Americans, with nearly 260 million doses distributed. It is unknown if the pause placed on the use of vaccine made by Johnson & Johnson will impact further efforts to vaccinate people. Eben Brown, Fox News.
Main critic of Russian President Vladimir Putin is moved to a hospital 2 months after being put in jail.
Russia's prison service says Alexei Navalny is being transferred to a prison hospital nearly 3 weeks after the opposition leader began a hunger strike. Navalny's physician says the politician's health is deteriorating rapidly and warns he could be close to death. Prison officials describe Navalny's condition as satisfactory and say he's agreed to take vitamin supplements. Navalny began the strike after he was refused access to a doctor for back pain.
Fox's Simon Owen. It's a 41-year-old former sheriff's detective suspected of killing 3 people in Austin, Texas yesterday. He's on the run. Police say it was a domestic situation. America's listening to Fox News.
Millions are tuning into Newsmax TV and going to Newsmax.com for real news. Now, Newsmax is asking if you approve of Joe Biden, his policies, and trillions in spending. And did President Trump do a better job? Vote in the Newsmax poll. Just text the word RESPOND to 39747. That's RESPOND to 39747. Let us know who you like better, Trump or Biden. Vote in the Newsmax poll. Text RESPOND to 39747. That's RESPOND to 39747. And watch Newsmax today.
Here's Terry Bradshaw for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Hey, if you want to win $7,000 a week, you better step on it.
There are just days left to enter to win $7,000 a week for life from Publishers Clearinghouse on April 30th.
Yep, you got to enter PCH.com before it's too late. Real people really do win, just like you. You don't want to miss out, do you? But you got to be in it to win it. $7,000 a week for life. Enter now at PCH.com.
Entries due 4/27. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
A little girl is shot and killed in her father's car in a parking lot in Chicago. Brittany Garzillo with Fox 32 Chicago.
7-year-old Jaslyn Adams. Her grandmother wants her to be remembered as a fun and lovable, free-spirited child. She says that Jaslyn was with her dad at McDonald's, something she loved to do when this tragedy happened. Her grandmother says Jaslyn's father, Jonte Adams, was also shot. Family says he is stable as they plead with the community to stop this gun violence.
Police say there have been no arrests and they haven't gotten into any possible motive. President Biden hosts a second bipartisan group from Congress today at the White House to talk about his infrastructure plan. Top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer says he's pushing for more public housing funding.
We need to add in much more money for climate, for resilience, for sustainability.
Montana Senate Republican Steve Daines.
Now Biden and Schumer and Pelosi want to have this massive leftist wish list disguised as infrastructure bill, of which most of what they're talking about here has nothing to do with infrastructure.
He was on Fox News Live. A National Hockey League record is expected to fall tonight.
When the San Jose Sharks face the Vegas Golden Knights this evening, it will mark Patrick Marleau's 1,768th career NHL game, breaking the record held by one of hockey's all-time greats, the late Gordie Howe. Marleau was drafted by the Sharks with the second overall pick in the NHL draft back in 1997, playing almost all of his career with San Jose. The winger with 566 career goals, a 3-time NHL All-Star, and a 2-time Olympic gold medalist for his native Canada, but still eluding Marleau.
Every kid's dream is to hoist that Stanley Cup. So I've been chasing it all this time.
Game 1,768 for Marleau gets underway at 10 p.m. Eastern. Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
Caitlyn Jenner on Twitter says she'll decide soon if she'll run for governor of California. The current governor, Gavin Newsom, is expected to face a recall election later this year. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
When it comes to Medicare, it can be confusing and misleading. Sure, you can go to any particular company's presentation, but is that really the most effective way to go? Let my team look up your doctors, medications, and see whether an Advantage or a Medigap plan is more suitable. Call me, Denny Artachi, 561-537-5897, and let my team simplify and explain your choices. After all, it's your health we're talking about. 561-537-5897.
Unfortunately, in today's litigious society, too many Americans fail to have an effective estate plan and asset protection strategy. I'm attorney TJ Heineman, and I've been counseling families, businesses, and executives for 20 years. I can help you preserve your wealth, safeguard your assets, and protect your family. My law firm specializes in estate planning and administration, asset protection, corporate law, and real estate. For a free copy of my Family Estate Planning Survival Guide or a free consultation in my Palm City office, call me, TJ Heineman, at 888-5667.
Hi, I'm Chris Hodgins with My Florida Insurance Broker, and I'm here today with my daughter, Sage.
Hello.
Sage, why don't you tell everybody what kind of insurance we do?
Home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, and flood insurance.
If you've had a rate hike or 2 or 5, hopefully not 10, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Sage, what's our number?
772-617-6777.
What's the name of our company again?
My Florida Insurance Broker.
If you have
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Announcer. It is Monday morning, April the 19th, 2021.
If you don't take another drink today, you're going to be drunk for 6 months.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I better take another drink.
What are the things that you're most ashamed of?
I can't discuss those on the radio.
What are you so angry about?
Well, I'm not angry at all because I'm coming off of a great celebration last night. It is 7:07 right now. Mr. Clock, would you please certify that?
It's now 7:07 a.m.
That's right, and we are full force, gung-ho, and we are going nonstop. Full steam ahead. Engines are revving as we speak. Right, Bonnie?
That's right, Evan. And you mentioned you were out last night, too. And
Yep.
Usually I have to bring home leftovers when I go to hibachi.
Mhm.
Did you bring some hibachi home last night?
No leftovers at all. My plate you could have eaten off of on the floor. It
Oh,
was
wow.
lickety-split clean.
And did you get the rice and the extra rice, or did you get the veggies and the rice included?
Well, I got steak and chicken.
Oh,
I
yes.
got
Oh, my
fried
mouth
ri-
is
I got
watering.
fried rice.
Yeah, I love it.
They started out with this onion soup that was really good.
I never had onion soup
Yeah, it was
at the
onion
restaurant
soup.
now.
Had a salad, and then I had my main course, which was chicken and steak and fried rice and sautéed onions.
Whoa.
All on one plate.
Yeah.
The wife had scallops and steak, I do believe. Gavin had teriyaki chicken and fried rice.
Wow. Yeah.
So I can't remember what everybody else had, but it was just everybody was in a food coma last night.
And remember, like, if you don't like your veggies, you can just ask for a extra bowl of rice instead.
Double fried rice.
Yeah, double it.
Gavin got
up.
double fried rice last night.
Oh.
He loves his fried rice.
Mm-hmm. Like Jaden, too, when we get it, we have to get mounds and like a mountain full of rice on his plate.
Yep. They brought out this huge vat of white rice, because that's how it all starts, with white rice, and then they cook it in front of you, and then it becomes fried rice. But I swear, in the back, in the kitchen,
yes,
they must have like these 25-gallon things of white rice, because
they make so much you can swim in the rice.
oh my gosh, there's so much rice.
Yes.
Wow. I've never seen so much rice before in my life.
Jump on in and bring your own spoon.
Yeah, bring your own spoon, pretty much. Let's do birthdays and anniversaries. 7:09, and it's the birthdays and anniversary segment of the program. Bonnie, what do you have?
I guess happy birthday to Rob Lee and my partner from Trans-American School of Broadcasting back in the day.
Oh, wow.
We did our final project together.
Okay.
You know, that big grand finale you got to do with school and videotaping and recording and all that jazz.
Okay.
He and I performed ours together, and we got an A that year.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So it was nice working with
All
him.
right.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Tomorrow's the big 1-8 for the Gavinator.
The
big
Gavinator.
1-8. The Gavinator celebrates
I love it.
18 years old.
You should get him like a billboard and
Oh,
with
no.
his sunglasses on and
No.
say happy birthday to the Gavinator.
No, I could not do that. He would hate me for life if I did that.
Wouldn't
oh my
that be
gosh.
fun, though?
It would.
Riding to work and I'll see Gavin up there on a billboard and Dad saying happy birthday.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be fun.
So ridiculous. He'd kill me for that. But I am letting him skip school tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Yes,
nice.
I'll be the first to admit it. Yes, if you want to call me a bad parent, call me a bad parent, but I'm letting my kid skip school for his 18th birthday tomorrow.
But will he be joining us on the radio show?
I don't know.
Maybe get up early?
I asked him. I mean, would you
Yes?
mind if I brought him in?
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
I would enjoy that.
All
yeah.
right, we'll see. I'll see if I can get his little happy behind up. Maria Sharapova is 34 years old today. That's the Russian tennis star. She's gotten in trouble for wearing really short skirts and grunting loudly on the tennis court.
Grunting loudly.
Some of her
didn't-
grunts
Yeah.
have gotten up to 101.2 decibels.
I know about her grunts, but I didn't know she was in trouble for short squirts out there.
Yeah.
Short squirts.
Skirts, squirts, whatever the hell you call those
Yeah.
things. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there's the wife.
Morning.
Yes.
Morning.
It's
Also-
my sister's birthday today.
Is she listening?
Probably not. She's probably sleeping, and she will not answer her phone anyhow.
Oh, because you know I'd call her in a heartbeat. Got to wish
I know.
my sister-in-law Crystal Watts Rocha. Did I get that right? Crystal Watts Rocha. Is that it?
I believe so.
All right. Got to wish her a happy. How old's your sister? She's younger than you. I know that. Has she hit the 40 mark yet?
I believe she's 43.
All right, 43. All right, so
Nice.
she's 43.
Does she live
No.
north or south
Yes.
of us?
She's in Tennessee.
Oh, way up there.
She's up there with the rest of the family.
She's over by Gary.
Yes,
Dad
exactly.
and Gary.
Very
and-
close to Gary.
Yeah, that's
She
wonderful.
lives 5 minutes from my dad.
Yeah, that's how close.
Yeah. Does she go over there and take care of him and stuff? Or does he need taking care of?
No.
No, he's
good.
He can take care of himself.
He's
And
good.
He's got a wife.
He hasn't gotten that far yet.
Well, good.
Yeah, him and I haven't gotten that far yet, so we're good to go there in that aspect. So, you think Gavin was a little surprised last night, huh?
He was definitely surprised.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a really good time. I played the video for Bonnie of me singing, and I played the audio on the radio. And Bonnie was like, "Oh wow, that was pretty cool."
He showed me pictures too. You all looked very dapper, very nicely dressed.
Everybody, it's been posted already on Facebook.
Yeah, nice family.
Did you see the comparison photo I did from the three kids
I
from
did.
then and now? Is that hilarious or what? That's like
Yeah,
epic.
kinda.
That needs to go around the police department where Haley works at. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Would she be embarrassed about that?
No,
stuff, or
not at all.
She would
takes
think
it in stride.
it's cool.
Yeah, she takes it in stride.
I like how when they showed the before and after, like the kids from like maybe 25 years ago or
Yeah.
however long, they put their arms and they do the expression the same
yeah,
way.
that was their little boy band they had called 3 = 9 back in the day.
Ah.
Yeah, they used to sing at the talent shows.
3 = 9.
Yes.
Ah,
Get it? 3 of
yeah.
them and equals last name 9.
Yep, I like
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And I can almost guarantee you Gavin will not get up tomorrow morning to go with you. His whole reason for skipping school on his birthday is so he can sleep in.
Sleeping in, yeah.
I'm going to have a talk with that boy. I'm going to have a conversation with him. I'll bribe him. I will bribe him to come in.
You should just kind of let him sleep in and then take him out for a nice brunch when you get done. That'll be a treat for both of you.
That's the whole idea of getting him to come in here, because then I'll take him out for breakfast afterwards.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Then-
see, tomorrow's a bad day for him to come in here because
It is?
Yeah, because he would get stuck here till 11 because
Oh.
it's my late day.
Oh,
But he
man.
could drive himself.
Yeah.
He has a car. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And then he
Well,
can
provided it's not in the shop.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then he'll-
we got the check engine light on yesterday.
Oh.
The dreaded check engine light.
Sometimes that's nothing though. Sometimes those sensories, those triggers will just sense something
Well,
off.
I looked up on the internet what it meant.
Is it
and
something?
It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
His car's drivable the way it is. So last time the check engine light came on, forget it. We almost blew up the whole damn engine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to really take it in for maintenance. Wow. And maybe he'll be riding home and he'll see his big face on the billboard.
Oh, no. Bonnie wants me to get a billboard for his birthday. Put his name all over Martin County.
And his picture.
I wanted to order that sign for the yard,
Oh.
but you got to do it too much in advance.
I know
We
the
didn't do it
guy.
this time.
I know the guy that does those. He's out of New York. I'll have to remember for next year. It's a company called Sin and the Clowns. They're a sponsor of the Mets. They actually made all the cutouts for the stands.
Well, I know there's a local one too.
Yeah. I know there's a girl down in Miami. She's a friend of mine that does it also. So anyway, all right, I'm going to run. We got to do birthdays, and that's about it. So I will see you a little later after you get off work.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Does she have leftovers from Benihana?
No,
No,
Rachel.
nobody has any leftovers.
Rachel cleaned her plate off
Yeah.
too. Oh yeah.
Oh man, Yeah, I remember
I don't think anybody had any leftovers last night.
the last one time we had leftovers of hibachi, and I accidentally, I must have been sleepwalking, but I went in the refrigerator and I ate Gary's leftovers.
Did you really?
Yes.
And did he wonder where they were?
Oh, he was mad.
He was ticked off.
He was. He really was.
Every now and then, Rachel will bring something home and I'll eat it because I'm hungry, and I don't feel like making anything. And she'll go like, "Where'd this go?" I'm like, "It's in my stomach."
Yeah.
Anyway, comedian Ali Wong is 39 years old today. That's Doris on American Housewife. Troy Polamalu is 40 years old. That's the retired Pittsburgh Steelers superstar safety. Hayden Christensen is 40. That's Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars prequels.
Mm-hmm. How old is he?
40 years old.
40.
Kate Hudson is 42. That's Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Oh, she's even older than Hayden.
Yep, 42 years old today.
42 already.
Yep.
The first time I saw her was in that movie, Almost Famous.
Mm-hmm.
And she was really good in that.
Right. And if you're wondering why I'm sniffing every now and then, that's because my sinuses are acting up and my nose is a little clogged. So don't worry, folks. I'm not doing any drugs on the radio. I'm not doing any drugs on the radio. I don't want anybody to get any ideas.
Are you going to use Zyzal or some Zyrtec maybe?
No, I don't like to use any of that stuff. It'll go away eventually. By 9 o'clock, it'll be good. Jennifer Taylor's 49. That was Charlie's fiance Chelsea on 2.5 Men.
Oh yeah, she was wonderful in that.
Jesse James is 52. That's the heavily tattooed monster garage dude.
Oh, that was with Sandra Bullock.
Yep.
Married to Sandra Bullock for a whole, 9 days or something.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Ashley Judd is 53 years old today. That's Tris Mom in the Divergent movies. Marion Suge Knight is 56 years old today. That's the bankrupt death row felon.
Suge, yeah.
Suge Knight. Mark Volman is 74. That's the lead singer of the Turtles. Remember the group, the Turtles, Bonnie?
I do.
Remember their songs? Any of them off the top of your head?
Happy Together, right?
Go ahead.
They were so mellow.
Go ahead.
And I think another one I liked was called Eleanor. Eleanor.
Yep, Eleanor. There's also You Showed Me.
Oh, right.
It Ain't Me, Babe, and She'd Rather Be With Me.
Nice and mellow music from the early 60s there.
They weren't a loud rock band. They were more like a folk band.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of a mellow band.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Curry's 75 years old today. That's Dr. Frankenfurter.
Frankenfurter?
Yes, Dr. Frankenfurter on the Rocky Horror Picture Shows. Yes.
It makes me want a Frankfurter now.
There you go. There's a great place downtown right under the bridge.
Is it Frankenstein?
Yes.
That's good.
Great hot dogs. Oh, my gosh. I've been there before.
They are yummy, aren't they?
They're really good.
It's a nice place to just go sit in and enjoy a brew and a brat or a hot dog.
Yes, ma'am.
Love it.
Yes, ma'am. Celebrating birthdays in the heavens, the one and only Dudley Moore passed away in 2002.
Dudley Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, miss him.
Yep. Dick Sargent in 1994 passed away. That was Darren Stevens' number 2 on Bewitched.
And remember, I think Dick York, Darren Stevens' number 1, I think he just had a birthday, was it Friday?
Yep.
We were mentioning him.
Jane Mansfield passed away in 1967. That's the bombshell of the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, she almost played Ginger on Gilligan's Island.
Mm-hmm.
She almost, I think she turned the part down, though.
Today is also National Garlic Day, so it's probably not a great day to be a vampire. But it's National Garlic Day. And speaking of National Garlic Day, it should have been yesterday because, man, the guy that was cooking on our grill last night, they had so much garlic butter in everything. Oh, it smells so good.
I love it.
My business partner and very close friend, Russ, who kept sitting next to me, the aroma kept going his way. And every time he was like, smell that garlic butter.
It smells good, and it
does.
Keeps the vampires away.
Yeah,
and
sure does.
It'll keep kisses away if you eat too much of it.
Yep. But also keep people away from you if you eat too much.
Yeah. Sometimes people, there are certain people that will eat it. Did you notice? And they smell from it. They smell like garlic. It seeps through their skin.
Because it gets it through your pores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. We are less than 3 weeks away from Mother's Day. So, folks, I highly suggest that if you have not gotten your mother a card, if Mom is still alive, I highly suggest you get Mom a card for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
For those, their mothers are not here anymore, you can still do that and put the card on the mantle in memory of Mom, which is a great thing to do.
Sure.
39 days until Memorial Day weekend.
Wow.
Hard to believe that's coming up.
The beginning of summer.
And 62 days until it's my day.
Until
it's my day in 62 days.
Your Father's Day.
That's right, Father's Day.
Oh, wow.
That's
and
right. It's
that
my
comes
day
up,
and Gary's day and everybody else's day.
Comes up in June, right?
Yes.
Around June 19th or 20th or so.
It's a Sunday. That's all that I know.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it always falls on a Sunday.
Does it?
Always falls on a Sunday.
I didn't know that.
If Father's Day were to fall on a Thursday,
yeah,
there's something wrong somewhere.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, that one I tend to forget.
Now, Mother's Day always falls on a Sunday.
It does,
if that falls on a weekday, we're in deep crap also.
Oh, you're right, because usually they go out for that Mother's Day Sunday brunch. It's always on a Sunday.
Same thing for a Father's Day.
You're right. Why didn't I know? It's just something I don't think about.
That's okay.
But thanks for pointing it out.
That's all right. It's never on a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Tuesday or a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday.
Like Thanksgiving always falling on
always on a Thursday,
right?
Always on a Thursday.
Yes.
You can always bank on that. You can bet somebody $1 million that Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, and you will always win that bet.
And Memorial Day, I was on a Monday, but never on a Sunday.
Never on a Sunday.
Yeah.
There you go. I feel like we're doing a rhyme for a rap song or something like that.
I think there's a 60s song with those notes, too.
Yep.
You can call me on a Monday, but
there
never on a Sunday.
7:22 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie.
Sick frog, don't I?
No, not at all. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. A Florida hospital is testing a treatment to help COVID-19 patients avoid some of the damage from one of the virus's worst side effects.
Sarasota Memorial Hospital is taking part in a national Phase 2 trial of a treatment targeting one of the most dangerous aspects of COVID, excessive inflammation that could lead to organ failure and death.
This is addressing the inflammatory response, which is what gets out of hand and what kills people.
The hospital's Dr. Kirk Volker says the IC14 protocol targets an immune system protein called CD14 that helps immune cells fight viruses but can go overboard. Results are expected early next year. I'm Gordon Bird.
A Vero Beach man was arrested early Sunday morning after a relative told police the man had a bomb he was planning to bring to an airport. Michael Ferris, age 39, was taken into custody after police received a call at about 7:40 p.m. Saturday reporting a suspected bomb threat on a boat anchored north of Vero Beach Municipal Marina in the Indian River Lagoon, said Officer Daryl Rivers of the Vero Beach Police. City police contacted the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office bomb squad after finding what appeared to be an explosive device on Ferris's backpack while escorting him off his boat. The device, Ferris told officials, was a dummy type of bomb with 2 butane canisters, 1 gallon of water, and wires wrapped in duct tape. He also said he suffered from mental illness and that there was a person inside his head named Rudy who was brainwashing him through LSD and psychotherapy. The relative who reported Ferris said he sent her a video saying he had made a bomb and was going to take it to an airport. Officials did not know what airport he planned to take it to. Ferris was booked into the Indian River County Jail early Sunday without bail on a charge of making, possessing, throwing, projecting, placing, or discharging any destructive device. Coyote sightings are increasing across South Florida this spring. Zoo Miami's Ron McGill says he thinks the population is increasing, but the coyotes are becoming more noticeable as we develop more land.
This is a natural migration. It's not an introduced species. They're normally shy, reserved animals, but obviously some of them are getting bolder and they're becoming more visible. So it is not uncommon that they are here.
McGill says if you encounter one, don't be scared. Coyotes are not a threat to humans, but they are to small dogs and cats, so never leave your pets outside unattended. A World War II airplane taking part in the Cocoa Beach Air Show made an emergency landing in the ocean near Patrick Space Force Base beaches Saturday afternoon. No one was injured, emergency officials said. A video posted to Twitter showed the single-engine TBM Avenger make a soft landing in the shallow water south of Cocoa Beach. In the footage, the plane descends low in a controlled fashion before coming to a skidding halt in the ocean, sending up spray and foam. In another video captured by Melanie Schrader of O'Galley, the plane's single propeller can be seen no longer spinning as it glides toward the shallow water. Dozens of people in the water look up as it passes close overhead, and bystanders express shock as they watch the small aircraft make its descent. The plane landed safely on the surface of the ocean. Lastly, over 20 people held hands and formed a human chain to rescue a swimmer at a beach near Panama City, Florida, last week. And a big dog, too, recently saved a little dog from drowning in a pool in South Africa. The owners were gone when their tiny Pomeranian fell into their pool and couldn't get out. But their other dog, a 7-year-old bull terrier, spent 34 minutes trying to rescue him and finally pulled him out with her teeth. The Heat's losing streak is over as Bam Adebayo hit a jumper at the buzzer to beat Brooklyn 109-107 at Miami. Adebayo says the end of the game reminded him of the Dwayne Wade days.
Don't call timeout. And made a shot. You know, to see a reaction like that, it kind of felt like when 3 was here.
The Magic blew a 12-point lead in the third quarter and lost 114-110 to the Rockets in Orlando. Our news time is 7:27. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
This will be another El Nino year, although a weaker one. So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers. Se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
7:27 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Monday edition. It's time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
We do have an accident in Martin County right now. This is on I-95 southbound in Stewart, mile marker 101 at Canner Highway. It is southbound, and it doesn't look like there's any roadblock there at the moment. Other areas, including St. Lucie County, it's looking like a good ride. No other accidents on this Monday morning. There's your latest look at traffic. We have 75 in Palm City. In Windham, New Hampshire, it's 37. Here's our weather at WPTV.
It's a mild and muggy start to the morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s with some showers possible for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the mid 80s, scattered showers and storms possible as a front moves across central Florida. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. Overnight tonight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy skies and some isolated showers and storms possible. Tomorrow through Wednesday, that unsettled weather pattern continues. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers and some isolated severe storms possible as a front stalls out across the area.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Don't sweat in your boxers, call the AC Doctors at 344-3944.
York, install confidence. Contact the AC Doctors, acdoctorsinc.com.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at The Casey Ingram Show.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over. What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885. The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over. Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic. With a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885. The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Florida real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured listings, and a featured community each week. That's My Dream Home radio show, Mondays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU, or listen on Alexa, Google Home, or on the TuneIn app.
Mornings are better with the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on WSTU.
This is not headline news. Chrissy Teigen returned to Twitter. Thank goodness. I was beginning to forget how much better her life is than ours. Brad Pitt was seen in a wheelchair after getting his wisdom teeth removed. A wheelchair for wisdom teeth? I guess that's the first rule you don't talk about in Wussy Club. Conan O'Brien turned 58 yesterday and got birthday cards from both of his viewers. Amazon offered 10 free ebooks for World Book Day. We can't wait to see what Amazon offers for tomorrow's 420 Day. And CBS renewed NCIS for the 19th season, which explains the extra skip in Grandpa's Shuffle. This is not headline news.
And from not headline news, we go to stupid news.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid and awesome.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Well, these headlines are just in from the weekend and last week, and boy, we've got some good stuff for you this morning, Bonnie.
Was it a wild weekend in some places?
It was a wild weekend everywhere. Especially down in Louisiana. Or should I say up in Louisiana?
Yeah, but for us, we do have to say up when we're down here.
Yeah, everything is pretty much up or over.
Uh-huh.
You know, because if we go cross country, it's over.
That's
if
true.
If we go north, it's up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never down unless we're going down under to the outback.
But can we still say down in the bayou? And
sure, why
maybe,
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, or over in the bayou, whichever one.
Yeah.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, over in Louisiana, there's a 33-year-old guy named Kellen Spadani who seems to have bank errors and winning the lottery confused completely. Police say that after Charles Schwab accidentally transferred $1.2 million into his brokerage account.
Wait, now isn't Charles Schwab a famous investor himself?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
After the company Charles Schwab accidentally transferred $1.2 million into his brokerage account, he refused to give it back. He was supposed to have transferred $82.56.
Oh, that's a big difference. Does he not know his math?
Just a tad bit. Now, according to a federal lawsuit, when the bank tried to reclaim the funds the day after the software error, some of the money had already been transferred right out of the account. And the gentleman refused to respond to calls and emails over the next month. Now, investigators say that he used the money to buy a house and a new car.
Yeah.
Yes, a house and a new car.
Doesn't he know about this day and age? They're going to get him somewhere, somehow, some way. And I'm sure it's coming soon.
Yeah, definitely so. So the sheriff's office said that he was fired as a 911 dispatcher on the same day he was arrested on fraud and theft charges.
Oh, yeah.
He is now free on a $150,000 bond, and authorities say most of the money has been recovered. The bank says that his account contract included a requirement to return funds after any accidental payments, but he would have no legal claim to the money in that case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he better watch out. He did that in Louisiana, too. They might feed him to the gators.
Yeah, exactly.
Be careful, Sonny.
Exactly. A 48-year-old landlord in Ireland. We're going to go to Ireland, okay? The luck of the Irish.
Feeling a wee bit Irish this morning.
A 48-year-old landlord in Ireland, the guy's name is John Shahan, found out his tenants had turned their place into a marijuana grow house and evicted them all for what they had done.
Uh-huh.
Now, when the guy went inside, the landlord, he found 33 plants on the property, burned them all, and he kicked the tenants out. But then once they were gone, he reconsidered and decided to turn the place into his own grow house.
He must have smelt that nice, sweet, permeating smell when he was burning the plants and reconsidered.
Now, police found 23 pot plants and 9 ounces of weed that he was getting ready to sell. He told the judge that he was desperate for money, and in the end, they let him off pretty darn easy.
Wow.
He only got 2 years probation, but he had to forfeit the $6,000 he already made from all the weed that he had grown and sold.
Okay.
So the judge is pretty lenient.
So I'm sure he's happy with that decision, and we'll be celebrating 420 tomorrow on a happy note in Ireland.
That's for sure.
Yes.
Jeez.
He'll be skipping above the 4-leaf
I know,
clovers.
it's crazy. Gavin, a couple of years ago, figured out that his birthday was on 420 and knows what it means now.
Yeah.
A Brazilian plastic surgeon is in a lot of hot water for TikTok videos depicting her busting bizarre moves while holding bags of human flesh and liposuctioned fat.
What?
Now, I've seen...
Oh, you mean bagfuls of it that's been...
I've seen this video, Bonnie.
What?
A plastic surgeon has gone on TikTok dancing with people's liposuctioned fat and human flesh.
Man.
What?
What?
The plastic surgeon's name is Karen Trisiglio Garcia. She has over 645,000 followers on TikTok. She had her medical license suspended by the regional board in Sao Paulo for sharing videos with patients' skin all over the internet.
Yeah, isn't that a little bit morbid? She got her license revoked for that
She
matter?
got her license revoked for that, yes.
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
That happened.
In Brazil.
I wonder if that would happen over here, if somebody did that over here, if our license would be revoked.
I don't know.
With the same
I would think so.
Accountability in the U.S.
If you were a plastic surgeon and you started slicing and dicing and then walking down the street doing TikTok videos with somebody's fat in your hand.
Why would you want to do that? That's just silly.
That's beyond silly. That's morbid.
Yeah,
like you said.
Yeah.
It's a dead issue. A man was recently rushed to a hospital after police said he accidentally shot himself while trying on pants inside of a dressing room at a Madison Walmart. Now, it doesn't say the state, so I don't want to pick on Wisconsin.
Right, because
Okay.
it could be
been Madison somewhere else.
Madison, Maine, if they have a Walmart.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know. It just said Madison. Now, the shooting was reported this past Friday afternoon inside the store. Madison police said the man had entered a fitting room to try on a pair of pants. When the pistol he was carrying fell out of his pocket, hit the floor, discharged, striking him right between the legs.
Oh, yikes. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Talk about a painful visit.
It was like a ricochet, and then it just went right up and pazam.
Yeah, pazam.
Boo.
Yes.
Boo, boo.
Talk about, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That hurt. That had to hurt. I can only imagine how painful that was.
Yikes.
And then to have to come out of the dressing room and have somebody call paramedics for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your junk all up in a tizzy.
Put it in a tourniquet.
How do you tie a tourniquet around? Excuse me, you have a piece of rope so I can tie a knot around my thing because I shot it.
You have to do something. There'd be so much blood all over
Oh
that
my
man.
gosh. Well, one thing's for sure. He won't be getting anybody pregnant anytime soon. That's for sure.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, man. Could you imagine that happening to somebody that you know?
I can't. I would feel so bad.
Could you imagine if I hate to bring Gary's name into this, but could you imagine Gary going into a Walmart and going in to fit out to try on this nice pair of jeans that he really liked, and he thought they'd look really good on him.
Yeah.
And you're standing outside of the fitting room.
Makes me kind of thankful now that he only orders from Amazon.
Right?
He won't go out to a store and try on things. He orders like everything from home where it's safe.
So he goes in and he locks the door and he's unzipping his pants.
Oh, my.
Takes off his trousers, and as he's putting on the others, something falls on the ground and you hear this. And you're standing there. And you're like, oh, must have been the beans I made last night.
The 4th of July early.
Yeah. And he comes, he's banging on the door. Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie, help me, Bonnie.
That would
my God.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Rachel would go nuts if that happened to me.
I bet she wouldn't, one wouldn't know what to do right away. It'd be like a freak thing.
I mean, you're in the fitting room, you're minding your own business, you're trying on your trousers, and your weapon falls on the floor, and you hear this.
That
Oh,
is
boy.
Just, oh, man.
Oh, Lord. That just wouldn't be a good thing.
No. You know that shirt that you and Rachel bought me? Remember that time I told you that it's the one with the kitty cat on it?
Oh, yeah.
And a lazy kitty, it says,
Please
"Not
tell me you
today."
didn't set a gun off on it or something.
No, but the weirdest thing did happen when I was in a Target. As we were in line checking out, a gentleman saw that shirt I was wearing, and he said, "Ma'am, that shirt is incredible. It would look so nice on my wife." And
is that? Yeah, I think you told me that he tried to buy it off of you or something like that.
Yeah, he said
wanted to buy the shirt off your back.
He said, "I will buy you any shirt in the store if you would give me that one to my wife." So I thought about it, but then I was with Gary, and Gary looked at me like, and I said, "Oh, I really can't. I can't do that because a coworker bought it for me." And which was true,
right?
But I never got a request like that in my life.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to buy the shirt off your back.
The shirt. Yeah, that shirt.
I've had somebody want to buy my shorts.
You did?
Yeah, they wanted my shorts. This is many moons ago. I don't know, it was some weird woman.
Were they autographed shorts or
No,
something?
they were I was just wearing a pair of shorts. I think she may have been on something, but she wanted to buy the shorts right off of me.
Yeah.
Literally wanted me, she offered me $100 to just take them off,
right
and
there?
give her the shorts right there and leave me in my skivvies.
Were you around any dressing room or bathroom where you could go and change to give her the shorts?
I don't remember all the details because it was so long ago.
Yeah. some things are just crazy. Maybe every now and then you just come into somebody who likes what you're wearing.
I don't know. But
did she say they would look good on her son or anything? Or
no, but I think she said they'd look good on her.
Oh,
I don't know. There was something wrong there. I don't know. Anyway, that's your stupid news for a Monday, April the 19th, 2021. And as we get rid of the stupid stuff, we go to the real stuff, where Bonnie's standing by at the news desk, all brought to you by our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning. A proposal has caused quite a stir among the residents of Indiantown. WPTV's Josh Navarro has the story.
Fire and rescue came to my house. I had a hazardous condition, and they responded within so many minutes.
Howard Lyndon Brown still has his home after it was saved by Martin County Fire Rescue. He was one of the dozens of people who voiced their concerns about the village's proposal of breaking ties with the county.
If you look around at the ages of Indiantown people, who's going to volunteer? Who's going to buy the fire truck? Who's going to do all that cost? I mean, last Sunday we didn't have water. There are pressing problems, and now you're trying to reinvent the wheel by creating a fire station?
John Pasquale, a former volunteer firefighter, says it does not make sense for the village to have a volunteer-based fire and rescue department.
My boss, he or she isn't going to say, oh, just don't do your job to run and put out a fire. You're going to need to man you're going to have to pay people for the day and then at night, too. I mean, how are you going to get all these people?
Indiantown Council members Susan Gibbs-Thomas and Martin County Commissioner Harold Jenkins co-hosted the event. Gibbs-Thomas says while it appears the proposal would save money, it may be best to stay the course.
If you look at the things that are not included, which it says right here, you have limited backup resources, which would be an extra cost. Then inspection and 911 dispatch is not included, so that's an extra cost. And I'm sure that there's a few other extra costs that we're not aware of. It's those many moving parts.
There were talks about having this proposal put on the November ballot, but it will need the support of 3 council members to make it happen. So far, it only has 1. In Indiantown, I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
A longtime South Florida nurse accused of making videos threatening Vice President Kamala Harris's life has been arrested on federal charges. Nivian Pettit Phelps of Miami Gardens was arrested following an investigation by the U.S. Secret Service. The 39-year-old, who has worked for Jackson Health System since 2001, faces charges of threats against the vice president, according to a criminal complaint. Governor Ron DeSantis says President Biden is responsible for a huge catastrophe at the southern border. DeSantis telling Fox News he blames Biden for dismantling former President Trump's border policies, which DeSantis says worked at stopping the flow of illegal immigrants. LG at the Port Mayaca lock and dam this week was nearly 3 times more toxic than the minimum level at which the federal government deems it unsafe. Samples taken Monday on the floodgate's west side measured 22 parts per billion of microcystin, a toxin sometimes found in cyanobacteria, more commonly called blue-green algae, according to the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. At 8 parts per billion, microcystin makes water too hazardous to touch, ingest, or inhale for people, pets, and wildlife. Well, lastly, Sharon Osbourne appeared on HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher Friday, her first TV interview since she departed the talk in late March after a heated exchange related to race on the CBS daytime talk show earlier in the month. Osbourne and Maher shared a conversation rich in personal grievances and hand-wringing about cancel culture, but little in the way of accountability and soul-searching. The two rehashed events that led up to Osbourne leaving the talk on the controversial March 10 episode. Osbourne told fellow co-hosts she felt under siege after defending her friend Piers Morgan's comments that he didn't believe a word Duchess Meghan said in her interview with Oprah Winfrey a few days earlier. I feel like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, and that makes me a racist, according to Sharon Osbourne on The Talk. Shane Bieber kept up his record strikeout run, fanning 13 and pitching the Cleveland Indians past the Cincinnati Reds 6-3 on Sunday. Bieber became the first pitcher in a big league history to begin the season with 4 straight starts with at least 10 strikeouts since the mound was moved to its current distance back in 1893. The 2020 Al Cy Young Award winner has 48 strikeouts this year, matching Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan for the most through the first 4 starts of a season. Bieber has fanned at least 8 in 16 straight starts, one short of Randy Johnson's major league mark. News time is 7:50, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
7:51 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie has the latest on the highways and byways.
Thanks, Evan. On the Turnpike southbound in Palm City at mile marker 138, Turnpike southbound there, use caution. There is a barricade in the left lane, and we do have another accident as I'm bringing this up. This one is on I-95 southbound in Stewart at mile marker 101. It is a vehicle crash, and it doesn't look like there's roadblock there at the moment. And there's your latest look at traffic. And we have 75 in Stewart this morning. In Windham, New York, it's 36. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
It's a mild and muggy start to the morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s with some showers possible for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the mid 80s, scattered showers and storms possible as a front moves across central Florida. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. Overnight tonight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy skies and some isolated showers and storms possible. Tomorrow through Wednesday, that unsettled weather pattern continues. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers and some isolated severe storms possible as a front stalls out across the area.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
What is your quality of life? The Owen Insurance Group plans on improving it on our Quality of Life radio show Tuesday mornings at 10 on both WPSL and WSTU. Hi, I'm Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. Along with Tom Bouvier, we'll help you on the road of life and make it a better one. Don't forget the Quality of Life radio show Tuesdays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU on TuneIn and Alexa.
With any business, the most valuable asset are the people and the teams, no matter how small or large the organization. Hi, I'm Catherine Colhane, Associate Director for the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College.
Let us help your organization turbocharge your team. As a certified driving forces analyst, I will help management work more effectively with your people, increase and improve communication, reduce conflict and stress, better understand strengths and weaknesses so that your people are properly aligned in their jobs. Hire the right people. Let the Florida SBDC at IRSC transform your company using a customized assessment system, knowledge, and resources. Grow and accelerate your organization by turbocharging your team. To get started, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC.
For confidential one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
Today in Ag News from the Southeast Ag Net, well, there's only 2 weeks remaining to the 2021 Florida legislative session, and according to Director of Governmental Affairs for the Florida Cattlemen's Association, Sam Ard, things are moving along pretty well for the ag community.
We should have an interesting last couple of weeks. Everything is moving along pretty well for the ag community. The right to farm legislation that we've been looking forward to see passing that will ease a lot of the legal burdens that ag has with people constantly moving in is ready to go out of the House. The Senate bill is sitting in the House. Both bills now are identical, and we think in these next couple of days the House can pick up and pass and move it on to the governor's office. Over in the Senate, the ag industry and the Department of Environmental Protection, water management districts have reached agreement on language with the Central Florida Water Initiative having to do with water allocations for ag for the next few years. Came out of the Senate Appropriations Committee this past week, and it is ready for the Senate floor and ready to move over to the House for final action there.
Well, Sam, I realize they're trying to finish up the budget, but they have to have it done by a certain time, don't they, in order to get it passed before the session ends. I'll let you explain. How does that actually work?
Yeah, Florida not only is a balanced budget state, meaning that we can't run a budget deficit, but they also mandate the budget be placed on the members' desks 3 days ahead of the final vote so that everybody has a chance to read the budget and look through it and that no one has any real surprises. So in order for the members to adjourn on time at the end of 60 days, it'll have to be put on the members' desks by day 57. So legislators just started meeting in budget conference this past weekend, and that should give them plenty of time to have the budget finished on time and where we can adjourn by day 60.
Day 60, and the scheduled end to the Florida legislative session is April 30th. Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
So Dr. John Millay is going to be here from the Martin County School System. He is the superintendent. He'll more than likely be on our Zoom feed, so to speak, and he'll be joining here momentarily. So he'll be with us in the 8 o'clock hour, Bonnie.
Yeah, once in a while, John will surprise us, you know, and kind of knock on our door.
He kind of pops in here whenever he wants, which is fine. We have that open door policy.
With his bright bow ties on, and we never know which one he's
what color?
I'm
going to predict. I'm going to say he's going to wear. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to wear red today.
Oh, you know what? I was going to say that exactly when I was looking at your headphones, Evan.
Oh, my Beats?
Red headphones. I'll predict red right there.
You think so?
With
All right,
you.
so we're both going with red this morning for him.
Yeah.
All right, red bow tie.
Red, he and she said.
Okay, all right, that'll work. Well, that'll definitely work with us. That's going to be coming up just after the news this morning right here on WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, and then hour number 3 of the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Foster, Fox News. The prosecution and defense at former police officer Derek Chauvin's trial make their closing arguments today in Minneapolis. There have been protests throughout the trial there and in other cities. Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer reports.
Demonstrations were peaceful Friday and Saturday, but things turned violent last night. Police declared an unlawful assembly after protesters threw eggs, damaged windows at a clothing store, and then blocked traffic. In South Carolina, an unlawful assembly was declared in Charleston. This as protesters faced off against riot police. U.S. cities are prepared for things to get worse as a verdict is expected this week. Vandals tossed what appears to be blood on the former home of a defense witness.
That was in California. There's a man taken into custody, suspected in the shooting death of 3 people at a bar in Kenosha, Wisconsin late Saturday night. Police say at least 3 people are wounded. President Biden's chief medical advisor says he does not expect a recommended pause on administering one of the coronavirus vaccines to last long.
Dr. Anthony Fauci said on CBS Face the Nation the CDC Advisory Committee could restart the Johnson & Johnson vaccine at its meeting Friday.
With some form of restriction or some form of warning.
It was paused after 6 women developed blood clots post-inoculation. Dr. Fauci says a similar effect was seen with the AstraZeneca vaccine in Europe, but in men and women. He says by Friday he hopes there will be more known on whether the J&J reactions have been in more than just the 6 women affected. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
NASA's Mars helicopter, named Ingenuity, it weighs 4 pounds, has taken the first powered-controlled flight on another planet. It carried a bit of fabric from the Wright flyer. It made the first successful heavier-than-air flight on this planet in North Carolina in 1903. It took more than 3 hours for data to come back from Mars 178 million miles away to say the helicopter flight was a success. America's listening to Fox News.
Millions are tuning into Newsmax TV and going to Newsmax.com for real news. Now, Newsmax is asking if you approve of Joe Biden, his policies, and trillions in spending. And did President Trump do a better job? Vote in the Newsmax poll. Just text the word RESPOND to 39747. That's RESPOND to 39747. Let us know who you like better, Trump or Biden. Vote in the Newsmax poll. Text RESPOND to 39747. That's RESPOND to 39747. And watch Newsmax today.
Here's Terry Bradshaw for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Hey, if you want to win $7 grand a week, you better step on it.
There are just days left to enter to win $7,000 a week for life from Publishers Clearinghouse on April 30th.
Yep, you got to enter at PCH.com before it's too late. Real people really do win, just like you. You don't want to miss out, do you? But you got to be in it to win it. $7 grand a week for life. Enter now at PCH.com.
Entries due 4/27. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Chicago public high schools closed because of the coronavirus pandemic are open for in-person learning today for the first time in more than a year. A plan approved by the Chicago Teachers Union includes helping students 16 and older and their families get coronavirus vaccines, with priority given to the hardest-hit zip codes. Younger kids have been returning to schools in Chicago in stages since February. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has called off a trip to India because of a surge in coronavirus cases there. He and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi were scheduled to meet in New Delhi, and he says it's sensible to cancel with the city under lockdown. Prime Minister Johnson was hospitalized with COVID-19 a year ago. We're nearly a month into spring, but it's going to feel a lot more like winter in part of the country.
Wintry weather will be the big story this week as snow spreads from the Rockies through the plains into the Midwest and the Northeast. A cold surge of air plunging southward from Canada is dropping temperatures and setting the stage for the snow this week. Record low temperatures could be broken with freeze advisories up for close to a dozen states. Meanwhile, strong to severe thunderstorms will be possible over central Florida, with flash flooding a concern. Over 5 inches of rain will be possible over the next few days. Dry, windy conditions will also elevate fire danger for parts of Utah and western Colorado. I'm Janice Dean, Fox News.
9 races into the season, and a NASCAR Cup Series veteran keeps coming up just short of the checkered flag.
Denny Hamlin's first victory of the season will have to wait another week at least. Hamlin led the Toyota owners 400 with 13 laps to go, and on the restart from a caution, the 48 car of Alex Bowman was able to overtake the 11 and hold on for the victory. For Bowman, it's the 3rd Cup Series win of his career and his first since taking over the 48 car for Hendrick Motorsports this season. For Hamlin, it's his 8th top 5 finish in 9 races this year. The series heads to Talladega Superspeedway for the Geico 500 next Sunday.
That's Ryan Mayer. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Florida real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured listings, and a featured community each week. That's My Dream Home radio show, Mondays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU, or listen on Alexa, Google Home, or on the TuneIn app.
Just imagine. Imagine finding a doctor who listens. Imagine a doctor who cares, who takes time to understand you and your lifestyle better. Imagine an entire care team dedicated to helping you live your best life. You don't have to imagine. WellMed is redefining aging with our unique approach to care designed by physicians to help you stay as healthy as possible. Learn more about our recognized model of care at discoverwellmed.com.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPSLTV.com.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is a Monday morning, April the 19th, 2021.
All I need is that hat.
Okay, you cannot have my hat. It was a gift.
Don't you think that's the most beautiful hat you've ever seen?
Yeah, I think my hat's pretty damn good looking.
I found that quite annoying.
Well, I'm glad you find my hat annoying, but Bonnie doesn't and nobody else does, so put that in your hat and you can eat that also as well. It's 8:07. Mr. Clock, would you verify that?
It's now 8:07 a.m.
And as always, at 8:07 a.m., we welcome in Dr. John Millay. He is the superintendent of the Martin County School System. John, good morning, and how are you?
Good morning. How are you and Bonnie doing?
Oh, we're good. Bonnie and I had a running bet this morning about what color your bow tie was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And
Martin County Schools bow tie, red, white, blue.
Okay, well, all right, so we're partly right.
We were.
We're partly right.
We were a third right, I guess.
Yeah, 1/3 right.
Yes.
We guessed it was going to be a red bow tie this morning.
It was close. This one, like if you look at our little insignia.
Yeah, I see that.
It's blue and white, but it has some red accents, so that's kind of my Martin County School District tie.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Red, white, and blue. I like that.
Very
patriotic.
Nice. Yeah, it is.
Love it. Love it so. Let's get right. Let's just jump right in. No safety flotation devices needed for this one. But let's talk a little bit about the school board and the discussions that are going on currently about the reopening plan for 2021 and 2022.
Sure. We'll have some information tomorrow night. We're going to meet at 4. Public's always invited. They can watch on YouTube as well, online. It's held at our meeting room on Ocean Boulevard. They can attend again. They can click online. But we're looking at for our school reopening for the fall, and has been the case since March 2020. Decisions about the health and safety of protocols will be made using guidance and recommendations from public health officials. So we want to plan our return. We're not out yet, so we want to finish smoothly here. We are, but we're talking about some planning for the coming school year. Our district's K-12 pandemic crisis response team, comprised of district staff, local pediatricians, health department. They meet on a monthly basis to review the local landscape related to COVID, and they'll make recommendations, of course, with some best practices. But the startup, as far as the coming school year, we're looking at, the board will discuss that, but right now we're over about 82% traditional. There's been talk about face masks. We have to stay healthy. We have to do those things practical to keep our students and staff safe. So the commissioner has asked school districts not to adopt a mandatory mask policy that's statewide. We currently do have that, so the board's considering that, but that'll be something as we get closer to the school year. We'll just see how this keeps bearing out, but that's the plan of the commissioner for people to not have a mandatory in the fall. So the board's going to discuss that some, and that's 4 months away. Our priority right now is currently closing the school year and focusing on safely graduating our kids. And a lot of parents, the kids will have a week or so out, but they need summer. There's going to be summer school programs and extended days. So we have a variety of programs for students. Some that just need a great, fun, supervised place for their students to get some educational activity. That's the extended day programs we offer. And then there will be summer school. So students that would also like kind of catch up, stay on pace, target, we'll be reaching out to students that would really benefit. So if a parent would like that, that's typically all of the month of June will be summer school. But we are providing transportation. We're going to provide free meals. There are going to be some fun activities. So a little different than the school day. It's not all day. It'll go, I believe, till 8 until 1.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be services offered this summer. So if any kids were behind or parents would like them to get ahead, that's going to happen.
All right, very good, very good. By the way, I am sending you something to your cell phone just so you have it, and I would like to extend a personal invitation to you to this event because I know it does pertain to the Martin County school system, and we can talk more about that off air. So I hope that you can partake and attend as well. Let's continue on. Let's talk a little bit about the Martin County Retired Educators Association Award Scholarship to the outstanding high school seniors.
This is pretty neat. The Martin County High School senior Daniel Tapia Medrano is one step closer to realizing his dream of becoming an educator, thanks to a generous scholarship awarded to him by the Martin County Retired Education Association. Daniel's arrival at Martin County High School did not mirror the traditional path taken by many students. While he was born in the United States, he returned to his family's native Mexico at the age of 2 and remained there for the next 14 years. When Daniel stepped onto the campus of Martin County High School 3 years ago, he spoke no English. His living arrangement was also proved to be difficult. Although he was able to move in with relatives, he did not know them at all. But he since Daniel plans to continue his studies at Indian River State College in the fall, pursuing a degree in education, just 3 short years removed from speaking only Spanish. So his drive to help his fellow second language learners reach their full potential for success in their academic and career goals is sincere. His nominating teacher shared. She shared he's flexible, highly approachable, always demonstrates excellent interpersonal skill, and he's humble. So lots of great words about how he's aligned with a growth mindset. So he wants to be a teacher, and it sounds like he's on his way. So we're proud of Daniel and all of our English language learners throughout this district. He's one of many examples how a Martin County student chasing his goals with persistence and determination. So proud of him and all the faculty and staff that have helped him. So he's just one of our many success stories.
You can give him a nice little applause.
Yes, a round of applause.
Yeah.
Definitely, round of applause, without
Surely.
a doubt. For sure. Something that's very important coming up once again, and it's going to be a little different than your usual, is the graduations. We've got four schools that are going to be having, I guess we can't say traditional because of COVID, but they're going to do the best they can. So let's discuss those the schedules coming up for these schools.
Yeah, we're really excited about graduations coming up. That's a great time of the year for new endings and new beginnings for our seniors. So Clark Advanced Learning Center, Saturday, May 15th, held at Jensen Beach High School at 9:30 a.m. Jensen Beach High School is Wednesday, May 19th at 8:30 a.m. Martin County High School, Thursday, May 20th, 8:30 a.m. South Fork High School, May 21st, 8:30 a.m. So our 3 comprehensive high schools, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Each ceremony will take place in the school's football stadium and will be live streamed for graduates and guests who will be participating from home. They each can bring guests. That's lined out with them in their school. They know what they can do there. As ceremonies for Jensen Beach High School, Martin County High School, and South Fork will be held on regular school days. This is important. The bell schedules for underclassmen have been modified for the date of each school ceremony. The school day will begin at 11 a.m. for all underclassmen on the date of their school's class of 2021 graduation ceremony. So parents will have to pay particularly close watch to that. Bell schedules, meal information, and transportation schedules for the dates of graduation ceremonies are available on martinschools.org website.
Now, the graduating class is coming up. The class of, the class of 2021. Is there a limit on how many guests a student is allowed?
That's going to be in person, and I'll be handing them their diplomas with their faculty that are there. To my understanding, it's 2 at this point, but we are live streaming that, and I believe that was similar to last year, but we'll be able to move through it a little more efficiently, having done it once. So that's what the plan is at this point. But students have been given all that information. It's went home. It's out there for the parents, so they've been made aware, but it sneaks up on you.
Okay. And you will be on stage for each of the graduations presenting the diplomas?
Each one. Clark, May 15th, and then the other 3, the 19th, 20th, and 21st.
No handshaking, though, right?
Maybe we'll do a virtual high five or some of that.
Little fist bump, maybe.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll work. Another question I wanted to ask you is, what is in store for next year? Are we going back to traditional learning where it is going to be mandatory for in-person learning?
Well, that's our plan. Now, the board has that ultimate decision. That's what they'll be talking about Tuesday.
Okay.
But right now, we have less than 20% of our students that are remote or doing Florida virtual. So the push, of course, from the president of the United States all the way down about reopening schools, we know the state of Florida has certainly pushed and done a great job of trying to keep schools open, particularly Martin County. So most of our kids, the vast majority, have been traditional. That would be the expectation for the coming year, but our board ultimately makes that decision. But parents will have options. They will definitely have Florida virtual at this point in time, that if they choose to do that. So those options are talked about tomorrow.
All right, very good. That's Dr. John Millay. He is the superintendent of the Martin County School System. If you ever need any information about anything pertaining to the school board, the website to go to is martinschools.org. That's martinschools.org. That is the website where there is a plethora of information, and you can pretty much log on and get anything that they may need. Right, John?
That's right. Click around. There's the dashboards that keep them up to date on COVID, on enrollment. I would encourage, there's a lot of parent resources, enrollment information. And again, any parent that still, I know it's a little late in the school year, but if they have been doing remote homeschooling their children, they are welcome back tomorrow if they would like to come. As soon as they call the school, if they'd like to learn more about what's happening now, we would like to finish strong with them. So it's still not too late to get back in the if they'd like to reacclimate to school before the fall, we'd be happy to talk to them.
So there's no waiting period. If somebody wants to go from remote learning to traditional learning back in person, all they have to do is make a phone call and that's it.
Well, there may be a little bit more to it, but I can tell you, if they've been doing remote with our teachers, everybody's case is a little bit different. If they've been doing remote with us, which would be they're doing synchronous instruction. They've been sitting home watching their teacher. They can come right back. I mean, short of there being something some medical issue we didn't know. But typically our remote students, yes, could come right back.
Beautiful, beautiful. John, always a pleasure to have you on, and we will definitely speak soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You take care and have a great day. That's Dr. John Millay. He is the superintendent for the Martin County School System. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold opening up at $1,776.70 an ounce, and silver opening up at $25.82 an ounce. That is the Precious Metals Report, and it's always brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
Jewelry and Coin.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 five-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
8:21 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's head over to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Governor Ron DeSantis says President Biden is responsible for a huge catastrophe at the southern border. DeSantis telling Fox News he blames Biden for dismantling former President Trump's border policies, which DeSantis says worked at stopping the flow of illegal migrants. Coyote sightings are increasing across South Florida this spring. Zoo Miami's Ron McGill says he thinks the population is increasing, but the coyotes are becoming more noticeable as we develop more land.
This is a natural migration. It's not an introduced species. They're normally shy, reserved animals, but obviously some of them are getting bolder and they're becoming more visible. So it is not uncommon that they are here.
McGill says if you encounter one, don't be scared. Coyotes are not a threat to humans, but they are to small dogs and cats, so never leave your pets outside unattended. Street racing may be to blame for 2 fatal accidents this weekend. A driver believed to be racing was killed in Volusia County, and a hit-and-run driver killed 2 sisters in Brevard County. A Florida hospital is testing a treatment to help COVID-19 patients avoid some of the damage from one of the virus's worst side effects.
Sarasota Memorial Hospital is taking part in a national Phase 2 trial of a treatment targeting one of the most dangerous aspects of COVID, excessive inflammation that could lead to organ failure and death.
This is addressing the inflammatory response, which is what gets out of hand and what kills people.
The hospital's Dr. Kirk Volker says the IC14 protocol targets an immune system protein called CD14 that helps immune cells fight viruses but can go overboard. Results are expected early next year. I'm Gordon Bird.
The coronavirus is responsible for 35 more deaths in Florida. The Department of Health also announcing over 6,800 new cases. A World War II airplane taking part in the Cocoa Beach Air Show made an emergency landing in the ocean near Patrick Force Base beaches Saturday afternoon. No one was injured, emergency officials said. A video posted to Twitter showed the single-engine TBM Avenger making a soft landing in the shallow water south of Cocoa Beach. In the footage, the plane descends low in a controlled fashion before coming to a skidding halt in the ocean, sending up spray and foam. The plane had landed safely on the surface of the ocean. Algae at the Port Mayaca Lock and Dam this week was nearly 3 times more toxic than the minimum level at which the federal government deems it unsafe. Samples taken on Monday on the floodgates west side measured 22 parts per billion of microcystin, a toxin sometimes found in cyanobacteria, more commonly called blue-green algae, according to the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. At 8 parts per billion, microcystin makes water too hazardous to touch, ingest, or inhale for people, pets, and wildlife, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. A Vero Beach man was arrested early Sunday morning after a relative told police the man had a bomb he was planning to bring to an airport. According to officials, Michael Ferris, age 39, was taken into custody after police received a call about 7:40 p.m. Saturday reporting a suspected bomb threat on a boat anchored north of Vero Beach Municipal Marina in the Indian River Lagoon, said Officer Daryl Rivers of the Vero Beach Police. City police contacted the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office Ferris bomb squad after finding what appeared to be an explosive device on Ferris's backpack while escorting him off his boat. The device, Ferris told officials, was a dummy type of bomb with 2 butane canisters, 1 gallon of water, and wires wrapped in duct tape. He also said he suffered from mental illness and that there was a person inside his head named Rudy who was brainwashing him through LSD and psychotherapy. The relative who reported Ferris said he sent her a video saying he had made a bomb and was going to take it to an airport, Rivers said. Officials did not know what airport he planned to take it to. Ferris was booked into the Indian River County Jail early Sunday without bail on a charge of making, possessing, throwing, projecting, placing, or discharging any destructive device. Lastly, Sharon Osbourne appeared on HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher Friday. That was her first TV interview since she departed the talk in late March after a heated exchange related to race on the CBS daytime talk show earlier in the month. Osbourne and Maher shared a conversation rich in personal grievance and hand-wringing about cancel culture, but little in the way of accountability and soul-searching. The two rehashed events that led up Osbourne leaving the talk on the controversial March 10 episode. Osbourne told fellow co-hosts she felt under siege after defending her friend Piers Morgan's comments that he didn't believe a word Duchess Meghan said in her interview with Oprah Winfrey a few days earlier. And it's off to the races for Formula One in South Florida. Formula One announced Sunday that the Miami Grand Prix will be held at Hard Rock Stadium in 2022. It's part of a 10-year deal that brings Formula One racing to South Florida beginning next year. Now, the date of the race on the Formula One calendar has not yet been announced. News time 8:27. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers, se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
8:27 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Monday edition. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, on I-95 northbound this morning in Hobe Sound, there is an accident, and this is at mile marker 93. This is I-95 northbound in Hobe Sound. No roadblock is showing from that accident. And on the Turnpike southbound in the Palm City area at mile marker 138, slow down, use some caution because there is a barricade in the left lane. And there's your latest look at traffic. In Stuart this morning, a partly to mostly cloudy 77, and it's 75 in Port St. Lucie. Here's our weather update at WPTV.
It's a mild and muggy start to the morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s with some showers possible for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the mid 80s, scattered showers and storms possible as a front moves across central Florida. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. Overnight tonight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy skies and some isolated showers and storms possible. Tomorrow through Wednesday, that unsettled weather pattern continues. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers and some isolated severe storms possible as a front stalls out across the area.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Did you know Social Security has literally hundreds of ways you can file? It's not just about how long you're going to live. It's about minimizing taxes and maximizing income when combining investments and pensions. I'm Denny Artachi, a certified Social Security claiming strategist. Call me at 561-537-5897 and get your optimization report so you can make an intelligent decision on when and how to collect your benefit. 561-537-5897.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
8:31 right now, the Get Up and Go show. Without further ado, here's Randy Segal with the Space Report. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning to you, sir. Well, it was on this date in history in 1967 that NASA landed its Surveyor 3 spacecraft on the moon. As it turned out, that Surveyor 3 was visited many years later by astronauts Pete Conrad and Alan Bean in 1969. The Soviet Union launched their first space station, Salyut 1, into orbit on this date in history. They also, on this date in history, orbited their Salyut 7 space station into orbit. That took place in 1982. We had the 200th spacewalk that took place in space by Gennady Manikov and Alexander Polyachek. They left the Mir space station, and they were working with their Strela boom, and unfortunately, one of the handles broke off, and they could no longer use that particular instrument. And also, NASA launched its STS-100 spacecraft in 2001. We're sad to report that a longtime space advocate and someone who knew space like nobody else and let us know about the Soviet space program, Nicholas Johnson, has passed away. Nick Johnson was the one who told us the most about the then Soviet Union space program, as he had a lot of tracking knowledge and inside knowledge. Eventually, he went on to work for NASA as the chief scientist for orbital debris. So he will be sorely missed. Well, it happened this morning. Yep, just about 3:30 this morning, we had the spacecraft Ingenuity, the little helicopter that could take flight from Mars. What makes it even more interesting is that they didn't start getting information back until 6:15 this morning about its flight. And the flight that took place allowed the vehicle to go up just about 10 feet. They intend to fly it a little bit higher each day, but this was the first time that we've ever had powered flight on another planet. In fact, they've named it the Wilbur and Orville Wright landing strip. So the Wright brothers get a little bit of attention. You might recall that there's a little piece of their plane that is on the Ingenuity rover. Perseverance took pictures of the rover as it lifted off and went into the sky. So you have two working spacecrafts. But alas, we do have a slight problem on Mars as a result of Martian dust devils. Yep, the dust devils bring up a lot of the dust from the surface of Mars, and it covers spacecrafts. In this case, NASA's InSight Mars lander has gone into hibernation. And the reason for that is the dust that is now covering its solar panels. This was a solar panel spacecraft, in difference to Perseverance. With this particular spacecraft, it's an in situ spacecraft, which means basically that it stays in one place on the red planet. And it's drilling down to listen for earthquakes Marsquakes, and to get any information back from the weather in the location where it is. However, being in the position, the dust gets on its solar panels, thus not allowing it to have the type of energy that it needs to continue its operation. They expect that in July, when the sun goes back up and the Martian winter comes to an end, that they can still keep this particular spacecraft listening on the Martian surface. Over the weekend, 3 astronauts returned from space. On Saturday, Sergei Rusakov, Sergei Kushevashchikov, as well as NASA astronaut Katie Rubins returned to Earth. They're now safely back home. Rubins is in Houston, and the Russians went back to Star City for further tests. Now, next up will be astronauts on the station, Shannon Walker, Victor Glover, Mike Hopkins, and Mark Vanderhee, along with Japanese astronaut Soichi Noguchi and Russians Oleg Novitsky and Peter Dubrov remain on board the station. Later this month, about the 22nd, before the week is over, we should see NASA and SpaceX launch the next Falcon spacecraft to the space station. That will carry Shane Kimbrough, Megan MacArthur, Akihiko Hoshide from Japan, and Thomas Pasqua from the European Space Agency. They are ready for launch, and everything seems ready to go. In fact, over the weekend, their Falcon 9 rocket had a static firing to make sure that it was ready to bring them to the International Space Station. Everything went extremely well in the static firing, so there should be no reason they can't fly later this week. Russia said that they will conduct a survey of the International Space Station and decide whether or not they're going to withdraw from the project in 2025 or if they'll remain as a partner. Russia has stated that they would like to have their own independent space station in orbit. So now it's whether or not they have the resources to do so and whether they'll be able to continue what they're doing. There are a number of traditions that astronauts do before they get to the space station. Not that they're superstitious, but it just goes on. One of the things is they sign the reusable rocket. Their last meal before lunch, astronauts choose a special meal they want before they're launched. The lead astronaut plays a game of hearts with the head of the NASA office until he wins. They drive their own vehicle to the Kennedy Space Center up to their rocket. When they get to their rocket, they always look up at the vehicle. They then sign the entranceway as they get into the vehicle, and they bring with them their own gravity indicator, which is usually a plush toy. So we'll follow what they do on launch day. Tomorrow we're going to tell you about a static firing of spaceship serial number 15 and Boeing, who may fly shortly. So until then, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Segal with a Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at this time, talking about all things pertaining to NASA. You know, anytime I hear this music, it just puts me in one of those happy-go-lucky, feel-good moods, Bonnie.
It does. And, you know, we need to be put in the spirit that way. Because,
I feel like I should be in the Bahamas right now.
And on a Monday, and Evan, you just mentioned a couple of minutes ago that it'll be raining here in Stewart within a couple of minutes.
Literally.
Dreary kind of day. So you need something to tempt your taste buds. Some good seasonings. Chef Mark, you know, always makes it incredible. A hot bowl of soup would be the course of the day. Oh, fresh bowls of soup are made fresh daily, right in the deli at Ellie's Downtown Deli. Of course, get your soup with a sandwich. Might want to make it a hot pastrami melt today.
Oh my gosh, you just hit my soul, my soft spot. Wow.
Yeah. On your choice of bread with a spicy cilantro mayo and pepper jack cheese, you get hot pastrami pressed with the sautéed onions, banana, and cherry peppers, served with a side item, 2 of your choice. And like I said, get the fresh, hot bowl of soup. Goes great on a day like today at Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart. Now with their patio back open, plus they're at 50% dining inside with a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located at 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stewart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart.
It is 8:42 right now. It's time for news once again, all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. For the best deals in town on any type of precious metals, it's St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Stop by and say hello to Hawk Levy. Here's Bonnie with the headlines.
Good morning once again. A proposal has caused quite a stir among the residents of Indiantown. WPTV's Josh Navarro has the story.
Fire and rescue came to my house. I had a hazardous condition, and they responded within so many minutes.
Howard Lyndon Brown still has his home after it was saved by Martin County Fire Rescue. He was one of the dozens of people who voiced their concerns about the village's proposal of breaking ties with the county.
If you look around at the ages of Indiantown people, who's going to volunteer? Who's going to buy the fire truck? Who's going to do all that cost? I mean, last Sunday we didn't have water. There are pressing problems, and now you're trying to reinvent the wheel by creating a fire station?
John Pasquale, a former volunteer firefighter, says it does not make sense for the village to have a volunteer-based fire and rescue department.
My boss, he or she isn't going to say, oh, just don't do your job to run and put out a fire. You're going to need to man you're going to have to pay people for the day and then at night, too. I mean, how are you going to get all these people?
Indiantown Council members Susan Gibbs-Thomas and Martin County Commissioner Harold Jenkins co-hosted the event. Gibbs-Thomas says while it appears the proposal would save money, it may be best to stay the course.
If you look at the things that are not included, which it says right here, you have limited backup resources, which would be an extra cost. Then inspection and 911 dispatch is not included, so that's an extra cost. And I'm sure that there's a few other extra costs that we're not aware of. It's those many moving parts.
There were talks about having this proposal put on the November ballot, but it will need the support of 3 council members to make it happen. So far, it only has 1. In Indiantown, I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
A longtime South Florida nurse accused of making videos threatening Vice President Kamala Harris's life has been arrested on federal charges. Nivian Pettit-Phelps of Miami Gardens was arrested following an investigation by the U.S. Secret Service. The 39-year-old, who has worked for Jackson Health System since 2001, faces charges of threats against the vice president, according to a criminal complaint. Governor Ron DeSantis says President Biden is responsible for a huge catastrophe at the southern border. DeSantis telling Fox News he blames Biden for dismantling former President Trump's border policies, which DeSantis says worked at stopped the flow of illegal immigrants. A World War II-era plane taking part in the Cocoa Beach Air Show made an emergency landing in the ocean near Patrick Space Force Base beaches Saturday afternoon. No one was injured. A video posted to Twitter showed the single-engine TBM Avenger make a soft landing in the shallow water south of Cocoa Beach. In the footage, the plane descends low in a controlled fashion before coming to a skidding halt in the ocean, sending up spray and foam. In another video captured by Melanie Schrader of O'Galley, the plane's single propeller can be seen no longer spinning as it glides toward the shallow water. Dozens of people in the water look up as it passes close overhead, and bystanders express shock as they watch the small aircraft make its descent. The plane landed safely on the surface of the ocean. Street racing may be to blame for 2 fatal accidents this weekend. A driver believed to be racing was killed in Volusia County, and a hit-and-run driver killed 2 sisters in Brevard County. Well, lastly, at the ACM Awards last night, Luke Bryan took home Entertainment of the Year. Maren Morris won Top Female Vocalist, and Song of the Year for Bones. Thomas Rhett was named Top Male Vocalist. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence hasn't even been drafted yet and is already giving back to the Jacksonville community. Lawrence posted on Twitter Sunday thanking Jaguars fans for raising money for a wedding gift that he and his wife will use to donate to charities in the Jacksonville area. Our news time is 8:46. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
First time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years. Voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
It is 8:48 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Let's see what's going on the highways and byways. Bonnie's at the traffic desk.
Good morning, Evan. There is one accident to report, and this one is in Hobe Sound on I-95 northbound at mile marker 94, I-95 northbound, and there's no roadblock at the moment. And there's your latest look at traffic. It's a partly to mostly cloudy sky. We're at 77 in Palm City, and in Cadiz, Spain this morning, it's 67 degrees. And here's our forecast from WPTV.
It's a mild and muggy start to the morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s with some showers possible for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the mid 80s, scattered showers and storms possible as a front moves across central Florida. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. Overnight tonight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy skies and some isolated showers and storms possible. Tomorrow through Wednesday, that unsettled weather pattern continues. Mostly cloudy skies with scattered showers and some isolated severe storms possible as a front stalls out across the area.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Did you know Social Security has literally hundreds of ways you can file? It's not just about how long you're going to live. It's about minimizing taxes and maximizing income when combining investments and pensions. I'm Denny Artachi, a certified Social Security claiming strategist. Call me at 561-537-5897 and get your optimization report so you can make an intelligent decision on when and how to collect your benefit. 561-537-5897.
Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Unfortunately, in today's litigious society, too many Americans fail to have an effective estate plan and asset protection strategy. I'm attorney TJ Heineman, and I've been counseling families, businesses, and executives for 20 years. I can help you preserve your wealth, safeguard your assets, and protect your family. My law firm specializes in estate planning and administration, asset protection, corporate law, and real estate. For a free copy of my Family Estate Planning Survival Guide or a free consultation in my Palm City office, call me, TJ Heineman, at 888-5667.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Business is picking back up. You got a busy schedule. You need to stay on the move. So when you fly the friendly skies, you got no time for jet lag. You will find your dose in airport math burritos. Look for Rusty at Gate 9. You will find your dose in airport math burritos. Attention, Rusty, you have some customers waiting at Gate 9.
Very interesting. Airport meth burritos.
Meth burritos.
Meth burritos.
I'm telling you. Don't put any of that stuff in mine.
No, definitely not.
Give me a normal burrito.
Yeah, I'll take a normal burrito,
I'll
too.
be happy flying the friendly skies,
it is
for surely.
8:52 on the Get Up and Go show. So you have a very, 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 with a capital V, busy day today.
Yeah, it's, Monday is the normal, typical busy day. I think Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays, are the busiest for me.
I think we need to put a big S on your shirt for Supergirl for today because you're going to be going nonstop.
Yeah.
Like till what time?
I think till 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2 o'clock
Oh,
this
so you're
afternoon.
not working late tonight?
Not late, but I'm working, several hours in a row doing the massage for today.
Okay.
So many, many hours without a single break in there.
Ooh,
so I'm guaranteed.
That's brutal,
I
though.
might be, just a little bit tired a little bit later on.
That's brutal, though, isn't it? Though so many hours. I mean, how do your hands handle that?
They become strong hands and quite conditioned, I guess, after a while. And keep in mind, we can use our elbows, too, instead of our hands.
Wait a minute. So, in other words, you can go like this and do somebody's back?
Yeah, we can dig our elbow in right up there on the side of your spine.
Really?
First thing you learn when you become a massage therapist is you want to avoid the spine because that's a dangerous area.
Okay.
But that fleshiness part that you feel outside of your spine, that's where we like to grind our elbow and sink that elbow right in there.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When you're massaging somebody's back and you notice like you're starting to feel like little pieces or things like that, is that dead skin coming off of somebody's back? Because, you put lotion on their back when you're massaging them or oil. And as you're massaging, all of a sudden you're starting to feel like little pieces come up or whatnot. Is that like dead skin?
I guess it can depend on the person.
Right.
And sometimes we have to use a lot of lotion, like more lotion, say, like on a hairy back.
I was just going to say that on somebody that may have a copious amount of hair on their back.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, if you were to do my back, forget it. Forget it.
Loads of lotion would be required?
You would have to use loads of lotion.
Okay.
Because if you were to just do normal without lotion,
Yeah.
it would be like you're waxing my back.
Uh-oh.
It would hurt.
That would.
I mean, the pain would
Yeah.
be like, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to be pulling like any little back hairs on you.
No.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Evan, I've got a couple of fun facts for
Tell me, please.
some factual tidbits. The longest movie ever to get a wide release, a theatrical version where this movie was actually seen in theaters. Do you have any guess what movie it might be?
No.
It has actually been Gone with the Wind. It was 3 hours and 46 minutes.
Really?
And any longer movie that's come out since has been clipped down for theaters. Because I don't think I would want to sit 3 hours and 46 minutes at the movies.
Wow.
I get a little bit anxious when they're, ready to get out when there's a 2-hour movie.
Okay.
Usually a 90-minute one is perfect.
Okay.
Sweet and to the point. Female armadillos always give birth to identical quadruplets.
Wow.
Quadruplets. So a female armadillo always has 4, and
Wow.
they're always identical. And don't ask me why. That's just one of those little facts here for this Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting stuff.
It is.
That's pretty interesting stuff.
It's insane, right? What you can find out about things in nature. Things just sound like freaks of nature, and that's one for you. Where if you're a female armadillo, you're always going to produce those identical quadruplets.
And 4. Always 4.
Always 4 of them.
Wow.
Just little fun-filled facts that you never knew.
That is crazy.
You play Monopoly much?
I have not played the board game in like forever. I just know like every time you pass go, you collect what is it, $200?
Yeah, I think
or
it is
something like that.
$200.
And then if you can get the get out of jail card.
Yep. You want to get out of jail. You don't want to land on go directly to jail.
And then there's like the most expensive properties I think are Park Place. And
right.
the least expensive is Baldwin, if I'm not mistaken.
The least expensive.
Is it Baldwin?
Was it Illinois Avenue or something?
Maybe. Baldwin is the blue. Or Boardwalk.
Boardwalk is the blue.
Boardwalk is the blue.
Which is the most expensive.
That's the most expensive, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mediterranean is yellow, I think.
And Atlantic was
and
yellow.
Atlantic, it was
right.
yellow.
You're right.
What was red? I can't remember.
Illinois Avenue.
Yes. Illinois Avenue was red.
And then I think Monopoly should really apologize to the state of New Jersey. And I'll tell you why. Marvin Gardens, M-A-R-V.
Oh, that's another one. Yes, Marvin Gardens.
Yep.
I remember that one. Okay.
On the Monopoly board has always been misspelled.
Really?
The actual neighborhood in New Jersey is spelled Marvin, M-A-R-V-E-N, but in Monopoly, it's Marvin, M-A-R-V-I-N. And, Parker Brothers actually did apologize for the mistake in 1995.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So they made a big boo-boo.
Yeah, so it looks like it's been misspelled all that time.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Have you ever played a game of Monopoly with someone, with your friends, and the game just got you so mad?
Yeah, I've actually flipped a board game or two in my time.
I've heard of people taking that board and smashing it over somebody's head.
Yeah.
Of getting so mad, so upset from Monopoly.
I have I've just flipped the board.
Yeah.
I got so damn ticked off. Yeah.
I think it's happened to me a time or two too.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That and Trouble.
Yeah. Trouble's another one where you click it. You click that the damn little piece of dice. I've smashed that and got the dice out.
I believe it.
That's crazy.
Well, that's our show.
This concludes the entertainment part of our program.
Well, that was fun.
I think it went really well.
See ya. I'm out of here. I'll see you. Show's over. Bye-bye.
Yeah, show's over. So we're done. We're out of here. We're one and done. The Monday edition is done.
And I wish we could say we're out to have some sun and fun, but not the sun. Doesn't look like that's
Take
happening.
an umbrella with you today, that's all. Hey, remember, if you have good values on the inside, you will not look for validation on the outside.
Yep, and keep your umbrella handy.
That's right. Keep it handy, as Bonnie says.
Your rain jacket, too.
We are out of here. We're like yesterday's kitty litter. We need to be cleaned up and recycled till Tuesday morning.
And we'll be back with a fresh step, of course.
There you go. I like that. Oh, my God. We have to add that to the repertoire. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. Bye-bye for 21 hours.